Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Friday, February 17th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the NBA Jordan Rising Stars game of 2023 live, play-by-play and reactions with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. So tip-off for this particular setup for the 2023 All-Star Weekend Rising Stars. They've broken it up into 4 teams, Team Pau and Team Duran, and then they got the other 2 teams, Team Joakim and Team Jason. I was really hoping that they were going to do it like the older format, rookies versus sophomores, USA versus international. I always think it's better when they do it like that instead of splitting it off into like 4 separate smaller teams like they did last year. But it is what it is, and I got the Daytona Truck Series on right now as well, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series from Daytona, and it's going to be the Next Era Energy 250. So I'm just watching that while we wait. Got a few minutes kind of to spare. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday, and then we'll be grinding it out. I'll be watching a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of the NBA Rising Stars, I know Rampage already was on, so I need to catch that replay. SmackDown is on later. So there's 3 or 4 different things to kind of catch up on today, but I hope everyone is doing well, and they just had a wreck here in the truck series, so they have to kind of clean everything up. We got a red flag on lap 30 out of 100. And I didn't realize that Chase was going to be racing in the trucks. I know he does it sometimes, but I didn't know he was going to be doing it for this particular race. But I probably should have thought otherwise, since he's already doing the big race on Sunday as well. Definitely excited for that. There's going to be a lot going on in the next few days. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Let's go. FS1 75th anniversary for Daytona. And it's going to be very, very jam-packed. And we also got XFL, starting up, obviously, this weekend. So you got that, WWE Elimination Chamber. And then on top of that, you got, obviously, Daytona 500 on Sunday, as well as the NBA All-Star Game. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how everything kind of cycles through. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. And, yeah, like I said, we're just going to be kind of just waiting it out. I was going to start the stream a little bit later, like around 5:55, 6 o'clock, right when the event started. But I figured since I am watching the Daytona trucks right now, we do have quite a few NASCAR fans on the channel too. Maybe they'll come in and we'll be able to watch a little bit of this if we can go green. And obviously right now, they're just kind of cleaning everything up. And I'm not too familiar with the truck series. I'll be honest, I don't watch the truck series every week. This is actually one of the first times that I've tried to actually go out of my way a little bit and tune in since I noticed that it was on. And like I said, it's not going to be as good as obviously on Sunday, but I still kind of appreciate what they do here, and they make an event with the Craftsman's Truck Series, then you got the Xfinity Series, and then you end up getting the obviously the big boys there on the NASCAR Cup Series, and I'm excited for that. Sarah, still not feeling very well. Glad you are in the building. We definitely felt the presence with you not in the room. We did actually get recommended, and we ended up having about, I don't know, I would say maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 people in the room for about 30 minutes to an hour, a little over an hour. So it ended up giving us a decent boost, and we finished the basketball game last night with over 1,000, which is better than some of the other views when we're normally sitting, somewhere between like 200 and 500, since we're just starting off with the NBA. So anytime you can get to 1,000 or more, it's a good thing. That not every person is going to like the video. Not every person that comes in, is going to sub. We definitely had a couple trolls. We had to regulate that, but we ended up getting Cyberpunk and Holly in at the end. I didn't really have anyone helping fill in. I mean, Caitlin was in here and Odin's son, but they don't really know your routine. Normally it's like Jameson or Elliot or you, and they didn't. Jameson showed up kind of late, and it's not like I'm going to, talk about that every, 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So, we did have a good amount of people in the room, and I just didn't have anyone to kind of help me with that process, but we still ended up the night okay, a little bit under what we wanted, but your health is more important. At least we got the views, you know what I mean? So at least we got that. I had a good time. And anytime you can get recommended regardless if it's NBA, NASCAR, whatever it is. It just gives me an opportunity to get in front of another audience. And then, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to sub. Not everyone's going to share your shit. Not everyone's going to maybe donate. But that was a good thing. So I was like, okay, right on. There we go. So, yeah. And like I said, even if you were available, the chances of someone new, possibly subbing or liking or donating, it would have been increased, with you here. But we already know anytime you get a raid or you end up getting recommended in that flush and rush of people, you already know what it's going to be. You're more likely to get a troll and someone being an asshole rather than someone donating, unless they really, really like you or they've heard of you. So, but it looks like the rain is coming down again. I hope this doesn't happen for Saturday and Sunday, but this is the first time that I've decided to kind of tune into the trucks. I've never really been interested in the trucks series or Xfinity. The last time I was interested in the lower Xfinity style when it was, something different under a different name, with a different sponsor, when like Dale Jr. was in that particular series before he moved up. I remember I watched a lot of that, and it's, late 90s, early 2000s, around that time, but I haven't really been invested in the trucks or in the Xfinity lower series, the NASCAR Cup, for, I would say, honestly, probably 20 years. I haven't really been that engaged, but now since I'm, full-time and I'm doing everything, XFL, USFL, NBA, college hoops, wrestling, football, baseball, NASCAR. Why the fuck not? Maybe I can get to a point, if I can keep growing the audience, that, if this is something that people want to see and I got the time to do it and there's nothing better, maybe we can do a truck series race at some point, or maybe an Xfinity race. I'm going to probably primarily just do NASCAR Cup, but I'm open to the idea of doing it. And if I learn more of the names and the sponsors, one thing I did notice that Chase Elliott's not even in the Napa truck, which I understand because money, sponsorship, sometimes you're not able to carry over the Napa know-how and then be the same Napa guy in the trucks. So there's probably going to be another guy that's going to have the Napa, and it was. But Chase Elliott is out there, and that is the number one reason why I'm watching this truck series right now. And the reason why a lot of these guys do truck or do Xfinity, right, is to get the edge. So that way that they can feel how the track feels, even if it's in a different vehicle, but just, any extra information. We know the specifications are going to be different on a truck than obviously in the NASCAR Cup or Xfinity, based off how they set the truck or car up. But again, if you can get a little bit of reps out there, it will give Chase an extra advantage. But I don't know if Chase is really, favored at Daytona. There's others that are better than him at this particular race. So I'm not sure if Chase is going to be one of the guys that finishes in the top three. I hope he does. But we already know there's other guys that have raced a little bit better consistently. And then as far as the Jordan Rising Stars here, I'll be honest. I was really hoping for just two teams. I don't like this format with it separated in 4 teams. Team Pal got the first pick, and they got Pablo Banchero, right, the number 1 pick from Orlando. He's someone to watch. Jose Alvarado, that's someone to watch, right? And then they got Scotty Barnes, Jaden Ivey, Benedict McGurthan, Keegan Murray, and then they have Andrew Nembhard, right? So you got that. So I was like, you got two guys there, maybe Scotty Barnes 3, right? And then you got Team Duran, you got AJ Griffin, Bones Highland, Walker Kessler, Trey Murphy III, and you got Alperen Sengun, Franz Wagner, Io Desmonsu, Jalen Green coming in, obviously, and you had to have a IEO, come in for him. But I'm just looking at these rosters, it's not as good as it was in years past. Now, if the truck series would have started a little bit lower, maybe I would have actually done that instead. Josh Giddey is on Team Joakim Noah, so I like Josh Giddey. I watched him on the Thunder. Then you got Quentin Grimes, Evan Mobley, Jabari Smith Jr., Jeremy Sochan, Jalen Williams. A lot of these guys, Taryn Eason, Jalen Durden, I've been watching, but none of these guys are really that big. Giddey is a big name, Banchero, and even some of the names on Team Jason don't even have fucking photos. Sidney Kodosco, Scoot Henderson, Mojave King, none of them even have fucking photos in the profile. Kenneth Lofton Jr., Matt McClung. I watched him in college, and I know he's a dunker. So we obviously know Mac McClung, in the dunk contest and whatnot. We know that he can jump out of the gym. Leonard Miller doesn't have a photo. Scottie Pippen Jr. So overall, if they would have just separated this into 2 teams, it would have been way more interesting. I hate this format. I don't know in the NBA if they think this is good. but always rookie sophomores, USA versus international, a billion times better. And like I said, once I already committed to, I mean, I'm still going to be watching the NASCAR truck and then wrestling and everything else. But I was a little disappointed to see this particular format. But again, at least I get to see Pablo Bentero, the number one pick, Jose Alvarado. And I get to see Giddy. So there's at least three guys that I can keep my eye on that it'll be like somewhat interesting. But this is not going to be anywhere near the talent or the excitement of the dunk contest, 3-point, and the skills competition tomorrow, as well as the All-Star game on Sunday. And then I just got to decide tomorrow, what do we do? XFL? Probably not, because we have WWE Elimination Chamber, which will be better. But I am interested in XFL games and doing live play-by-play and reactions. I will do that this year, but we have to decide XFL, WWE Elimination Chamber, or NBA All-Star, Saturday night. And for me, it's probably not going to be the XFL, even though I'll keep it on one of the other screens if it's on around the same time. So it's going to have to come down to Elimination Chamber or NBA All-Star Saturday. I think NBA All-Star Saturday will get more views, but as far as donos overall, I don't know. Maybe the wrestling one would get more. I don't know, but we'll have to have a discussion, or I'll do a poll in the morning. I will watch both at the same time, but one is going to be a primary. So we'll have to decide which one's more important, NBA All-Star Saturday or Elimination Chamber. And I'm a little torn because I'm a little bit more invested in Elimination Chamber, but I do like the 3-point and the skills. The dunk would be a lot better if they actually had fucking good people in it, but do I still watch it every year? Yeah, I haven't missed it since I was a kid. And then obviously the way that it lines up, Daytona will be on at 11:30. And as soon as it's over, it goes to the NBA All-Star game. So I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of time of prep, but we'll just bounce from one stream to the next. And that'll be a long, long day. All-Star game, Sunday night at 5, and then Daytona will start around 11:30. Hopefully there's no rain, and then that way I can go from one to the other. So that's what we're doing on Sunday, but we got to figure out what the fuck we're doing on Saturday. XFL, like I said, I think the XFL ratings will be pretty good for the first couple weeks, but it might be a little down the opening day just because Elimination Chamber the same time and NBA All-Star Saturday. That's a horrible time to start. You know what I mean? Maybe should push the XFL to the following weekend. And if it's the only thing going on besides that, or maybe college hoops, you would get better ratings there. And we know the ratings will probably fall off after the first 2 to 3 weeks. Some of those looky-loos will be like, nah, not for me. But for us, we'll do it. We'll follow it. It'll give us extra content. And there's NFL coaches, NFL former coaches, NFL former players, guys that have gotten cut, guys that have been in the league within the last 5 years, even the last couple years. So I think it will be decent. It's not going to be great, but I am interested. So we'll see where it goes. We're on lap 31 of 100. I'm not watching the fucking celebrity shit. That shit is an embarrassment. It's like Pro Bowl festivities, NHL festivities. I really feel that they've dropped the ball in sports. Everything is trash now besides MLB as far as all-star festivities, and the NBA one is number 2, but they still don't have it 100% because you don't have the best dunkers in it. So it's like you're not giving the fans what they want, and I want to see defense instead of alley-oops every fucking play. I don't want to see that. It's like Kobe said, we want to be able to see the best players go toe-to-toe and go after each other rather than an exhibition, a street ball game where no one plays defense. I know some little kids might like that shit, but if you want to see dunks and alley-oops, go fucking play 2K. I want to be able to see good defense, and then the dunks and the fast breaks will happen on their own, and it'll be exciting to see like toe-to-toe guys really going after each other. Who's the best? One-on-one. I mean, I want to see that, and we don't get that. The only sport we get that in is MLB, where they try every year. There's something on the line, whether it's home field advantage in the World Series or some kind of, extra incentive besides money and pride. But, all-star game for Major League Baseball is fantastic. Every other sport, I mean, NBA, NHL are below it, and then the Pro Bowl, obviously, so terrible they had to take it away. And then we got Haley Deegan there. It's cool to be able to see some of these females racing, in not only trucks, but like, if you're not going to get a lot of them, Danica Patrick's and whatnot, but I know she's a fan favorite. I know some people hate on her and stuff, but I think it's cool, man. If you can get people of color, you can get females racing rather than just being a traditional, maybe Caucasian, older guy, just dude sport. Yeah, cool. You know what I mean? I like being able to see a little variety, starting to see, Asians, Mexicans, and then the blacks, the Latinos, Latinas, and seeing even someone like Haley out there in the trucks. I think it's very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, but don't worry about it. I just want to make sure that you are okay. But like I said, yeah, we definitely got a little bit of a boost, which was nice, with a little recommendation. And even if people didn't stay, throughout the whole time, at least, get people an idea of who I am, and maybe they'll come across it again. And then hopefully a few of those, throughout the year will help us, gain some more subs, because you can literally gain more subs and one recommended video for like a 30-minute to hour period. You can get more subs in that 1 hour period in a whole entire month if you don't get, it all depends if they promote you or not. And we already know the struggles that sometimes, with the new analytics and the metrics and the algorithm, they're not too kind to me very often. But every once in a while, NASCAR, baseball, basketball, I'll get a little bit of love. Obviously, can't get any love on the NFL side. They just fucking hate on that end, but it is what it is. Candace in the building. How are you? Nice. Yeah, give me some information on any of these guys. I'll be honest. I mean, I know some of these guys. I'm obviously invested in the NBA, but I'm not going to pay attention to every fucking bench player or role player on every team. I've heard of most of these, and I've covered quite a few games already. You know what I mean? But as far as the overall roster, it seems pretty shitty. I mean, I'm just going to be plain and simple and honest. I mean, there's three guys that I really want to watch tonight: Jose Alvarado, Pablo Banchero, right? And then I want to watch Josh Giddey from the Thunder, just because I've watched him. But other than that, I mean, you can teach me some of the other things from some of these other guys, but I hate the format. 4 separate teams. Why? You know what I mean? Let's just do it 2. USA, international, rookie, sophomore. That formula wasn't broken. That was the best. And I feel that now doing this for the last year or two, I'm not really feeling it. I'm watching it. I'm still watching, obviously, NASCAR trucks right now, but I wish that they would have thought this out a little bit more. It's a horrible decision. I mean, if you really want people to show up, I mean, based on how the format is, it's like you're almost asking people to skip this. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And you already had issues with the ratings with it to begin with. And so it's like you're making it harder for people to watch, where more people would rather watch NASCAR or wrestling or something else. So, but your boy's here. So, yeah, I mean, it all depends also with like views, because I feel the views on Elimination Chamber won't be as high, but if I can get more donos on there and we can have a fun time. Yeah, so maybe we'll do Elimination Chamber. I usually don't like skipping WWE, but again, I normally don't skip this All-Star festivities. Every year I usually do it. And I know the views sometimes will get pretty high. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to lead to subs or donos, but, you just want to be able to put yourself out there. And I will be watching both at the same time, but we just have to decide on what's going to be the main one while we watch both, Elimination Chamber or the All-Star game, but both are going to be watched, so. But also then it depends if I want to watch Elimination Chamber on the computer or because if I watch something on the computer, then I can watch the other one on the TV. But I almost would prefer to watch Elimination Chamber, through Peacock on the TV, because I want to see the bigger, wrestlers. I don't want to see little small wrestlers on the screen. It's much better when you can see more, with the intros and the run-ins and everything else. So. Yeah, and like I said, I was going through the rosters, and some of the guys don't even have fucking pictures. Can you at least get pictures up for some of these guys? That's an embarrassment. You know what I mean? Like, you got 1, 2, 3, I think 4 guys on fucking Team Jason. I mean, what's the fucking point? I mean, if you don't even have pictures up of the guys, how invested are you really in this game? You know what I mean? That's like the least you can fucking do. So, has he? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, okay. The guy that he has the same, does he wear the same number as well as like Rodman, like a 10 or something? And then he's got the hair color where he's like paying homage to Rodman. I think I've seen him on my Twitter timeline, if that's the same guy. I imagine it is. Yeah, and I know there's not enough fans to watch trucks, or even Xfinity would be a hard pull, unless you absolutely just love NASCAR like Mike, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I just try to, put myself in a position for the popular event, and also what the fans, part of the NWSF, we'll be able to enjoy as much too. And I'm more invested in Elimination Chamber. Am I interested to see the skills and the dunk and the three? Yeah, but it's not like, oh my God, if I miss it, it's not gonna be like the end of the world. But with Elimination Chamber, yeah, we know some matches, we already kind of know how they'll probably play out, but just to be able to see what happens, I think it'll be more exciting. So I think that's what we'll probably end up doing. Okay, so I was right. That guy. Okay, I've seen it. Cool. All right, so there's another guy now I can keep an eye on, and you can, kind of teach me some things along the way. Let's try to get a couple photos up of some of these guys, but I absolutely hate this format that they're doing. And right now I got NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. We're on stage 2, 7 to go. Yes, I am just a fanatic on everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to be invested. Let me see here. See if I can get us a couple photos of a couple guys that I'm invested in, in this game. Obviously, the first one's going to be Pal's first pick. And to pick anyone else, and I feel like the roster is like a billion times shittier than like rookie sophomore game or USA International. I just remember in the past, the rosters were much deeper, and it was just like something I looked forward to. Last couple years with these 4 mini teams, what the fuck are they doing? I mean, if it wasn't for this guy, I don't even know if I would do this tonight. So at least we got the number 1 pick. He's a fucking stud. Jose Alvarado obviously is on his team as well. He's nice. So let me get a couple here. So let me see if I can find a good one. I like Josh Giddey a lot from the Thunder since I've been doing Blazer games and whatnot. So I get an opportunity to, see some of these other guys match up. And if you're playing late at like 7 p.m., so if you're like the Lakers, the Blazers, anybody from the West, more than likely, yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing some of the games there. So let's see if I can find a good one. I've been getting Jose Alvarado shit was not working, but now I think I found a good one. All right. So we got that. What do you think about the format there, Finley? You like the format, or do you think it's better as it was? Because I've been watching these games since I was a little kid, and I'm 40. So, like I said, I keep track of, how things are going, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's a little disappointing. Like, they could have put a little bit more effort. Let's go Josh Giddey. I like Giddey a lot. I mean, so I've seen quite a few, obviously him with Alexander. It's a nice, like, kind of 1-2 punch. And this kid's really underrated, but he's like crafty. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you look at guys and they're just like loppy. They don't have the body shape to be like this. Maybe they look like a really good basketball player, but then once they get out there, the athleticism comes out, and then you start seeing like, post up moves, jumpers, they got actually a post game. They can rebound, they can defend. They're good on the fast break. So just because someone doesn't look like maybe like a certain type of player, a lot of these guys that are sleepers, I look at those because then I'm like, oh, maybe the Blazers can go after a guy like that, or one of the playoff teams is keeping an eye on guys like Josh Giddey. And if you add that could be the difference between you winning a championship or not. If you have a guy off the bench that like a Giddey that you could throw in, it's really smart to have, a good 6, 7, 8. If you can get it to like 10 guys on the bench, that's great. But a lot of, benches aren't that good. So that's why I kind of look at these guys, and hopefully the results end up being a little bit better. But yeah, this fucking Ruffles bullshit that they got going on, celebrity shit, garbage, absolute garbage. I won't watch it one bit. And then this one, I hope it ends up being okay. We got 5 to go here with Daytona's 75th anniversary. I'll be honest, this is one of the first times I've actually watched a truck race from beginning to end, and I kind of like it. But also, too, since Chase is in it and a few other people, it gets me a little bit more knowledge, and I don't know a lot of these names. I'll be honest, I've never watched truck, so, obviously you're not going to have, the same names that are going to be in the, Xfinity Series or the NASCAR Cup. But if I keep watching, throughout the year, I will become familiar. Obviously, I'm a Napa guy. Napa know-how. So I'm going to be watching the Napa, obviously, truck, the Napa cars, and Chase as well. So, I'm so ready. Oh, chat. Yeah. Yes, and Jalen Green, he's not playing. They had to do Ayo had to replace. Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, if he didn't get hurt, then it would have been more exciting for me. Like, I need to see talent, not just a bunch of role players. Like, you got to be able to have some other guys. And they don't even have a Shaden Sharp in there for the Blazers. He could have been in the dunk contest. He could have been a guy that's out there. He's a really good dunker. He flies around. If he gets time, he could score 15 to 20 a game like some of these other guys. So I just really feel that they didn't do this product justice, but fuck it. I guess it is what it is. All right, we got 3 to go in stage 2, and then I'll flip it to the coverage. We got 5 minutes before we start the other one. But is it bad to say that I'm actually more interested in the truck series, which I've never watched before, than this upcoming NBA? If it was one team against one team, fine. Fuck this 4 mini team shit. Stupid. But I'm here. I'm grinding. I'm hustling, and we're going to hang out for the next 3 to 4 hours, and we'll be able to discuss whatever you guys want. NASCAR, Daytona, wrestling, WWE, AEW, anything on the coaching circle, like Eric Bieniemy. I don't know, man. I hope that he says no. I know the Washington organization, which is trash. They offered him assistant head coach and OC. Idiots. They're like, oh, we're going to give you this position, and it's more prestige, more money. You know what I mean? But it's like, choose OC or head coach. They're just trying to lure him in. You know what I mean? And he's more qualified than a lot of these other guys. But again, maybe he doesn't have leadership skills. We know he's got the skills to call plays. You know what I mean? But what's the reasoning besides him being African-American that he hasn't got a job and he's had like 17 interviews? There's something that we don't know. You know what I mean? Like the way that he speaks, the way that he listens. Maybe he's not really, maybe he's a great guy and a great play caller, but there's a lot of guys that are like that, but they just don't have the leadership. Andy Reid to Bieniemy is totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, if he takes the job and they promised him that he'll be the head coach after Riverboat Ron leaves, maybe that's what they did. Oh, big wreck. Spun around. Oh, another wreck. Oh, caution is out. Oh, baby. See, this will be more exciting for me right now than probably what I'm going to end up being watching, but your boy is here. Your boy's hustling. Your boy is grinding. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like, I like the older format, rookie, sophomores, better, so that way we can see the best and the future of the NBA, or USA International. I think that would be, pretty simple, but you got SmackDown going. Let me know if it's good. I won't get it until a little bit later. All right. We got like 3 minutes to go and we just had a wreck. So I guess I will go back. To the truck series, but at least I dove in. I tried, and I actually, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. It's like cars, but it's the truck series. So, all right, we got the Rising Stars that'll be starting up here in a little bit.
And so in this case, Mr. Shkreli was ordered to forfeit his ill-gotten gains of over approximately $7 million. In that $7.36 million, the government says that includes such items as that famous Wu-Tang Clan album that Shkreli bought this single copy of for $2 million. Other things including a Picasso painting.
Martin Shkreli's bought the albums. All this stuff has happened, and how does it end? It ends with the Department of Justice being.
Hopefully, it ends up being halfway decent, though. I'm hoping. But but at least it's like you got to do an event. And then, people will come in, even if they don't give a shit. And then, we'll hang out and we'll just play it by ear. Like I said, I know a lot of times people will be kind of bouncing around, watching a few different things.
I mean, if you want proof that what Rizzo and Silverwings did,
I mean, some coaches, are going to be more verbal, maybe verbally abusive or be verbal. And some are going to be yellers and some are going to be, a little bit more calm, but you have to find that balance so that way you get the respect. You just can't be a pushover, but you just don't want to be a fucking yeller. And if you're a yeller all the time and you start losing, right, you lose the team. So you have to be able to find that balance. And I don't know. He doesn't really seem like too much of a yeller to me, but if you get, pushed to the front, of going from like an OC to head coach and you feel you have to change your personality, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I really don't know what to think, but I hope that he thinks about it, even if the money is good and he knows that could help him be a head coach one day. I mean, it could still be like a Nathaniel Hackett and a lot of these other guys, Cliff Kingsbury, where you were really, really good somewhere, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be great. You know, there even Josh McDaniels, like you got these guys that can be really good play callers or defensive coordinators, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be great head coaches. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference. Like some OCs and DCs think it doesn't matter, but if you don't have people skills and communication skills, that's the biggest important thing, you know, to me. So, all right, here we go. We got NBA 2023 Jordan Rising Stars game. They've separated into 4 separate teams. Why, motherfucker? Team Pow, Team Duran. Why? Team Joakim, Team Jason. Team Jason's got 4 photos that are blank. Obviously, you're bringing in people from like G League or whatever, but I hope that they change the format. You know what I mean? But at least it gives me something to do. And it would have been this, the Truck Series, or, you know, obviously I can't watch SmackDown the same time as everyone else because I'm on the West Coast and I get the West Coast feed, and people in the Midwest and the East Coast feed get it earlier. So I wish we could all, you know, find a time where we can watch everything together. I would love to be able to do Raw, SmackDown, Rampage, and Dynamite live at the same time with everyone if that was possible. That would be something I would do, you know, every night if possible, unless there was something better like Monday Night Football, but it's just not possible. You know, and the only way then it would be was like, okay, I can go live, but it's only going to be new for people like me on the West Coast. And if you're on Twitter, you already know exactly what fucking happened if you're on your timeline. So then you have to like stay off your phone if you don't want to be like spoiled by some of the sleepers and the news. So Nagy. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what direction things go. Really wish Shaden Sharp was playing, but at least we got a couple guys, and I can try to get a photo of your guy as well. Team Pal should win. Team Pal's got the best team. Well, he had the first pick. He got Benchero, so you already know what that's going to be. All right, I got a photo of your guy, Finley. Let's go. I got you, boy. Trying to be like Rodman. Oh, Jose Alvarado, I got you, boy. That's obviously one of the people that I actually want to see, him and Benchero, of course, right? I'm really only watching it for him. I'll be very honest. I mean, there's other guys, Jose Alvarado, Giddy, and now I can watch it for my boy Finley and his guy. But, I mean, the lack of talent is, I mean, I know they're rising, but it just seems like the depth of these rosters is not as good as years past. All right, Scotty. Jaden Ivey. All right, we're doing starting lineups right now with the 2 teams. And then there'll be another 2 teams. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Honestly, what do you think, Finley? Honestly, with this format, do you like this format? Be honest. Do you like it split up into 4 teams? I don't know. I think it's just too much. Like you made like an event that I looked forward to watching sometimes even more than Saturday night to like being the worst part of the All-Star weekend now, in my opinion, besides the dunk contest not having good enough fucking guys in it. Oh, Damon Stoudemire. Let's go. Damon looked pretty good. He's getting a little older. Rip City, baby. We love Damon out here in the Northwest. Fuck, I haven't seen Damon Stoudemire in a grip. Jalen Green. But maybe some of these guys will impress and I'll be a little bit more interested. Ayo. Okay, I see you. The Hezzy. He said AJ Griffin. Hit him with the Hezzy. Bones. Bones Highland. Busy. Bones. Highland. I got to do quite a few Clipper games. I mean, that's what happens when you do NBA games almost every day after NFL season's over. Trey Murphy, the third. Remember him on the Pelicans. Alperin. Motherfucker's big. Franz Wagner. Oh, there we go. Walker, Kessler. The Utah fans, they're like, yes. So those are the two first teams that are going to go after each other. And then after whoever wins that, then they'll have the second set and then they'll go one-on-one. And then we get like a championship or something, you know, between that. Jim Bob Cooter. All right. Let me take a quick peek back at the NASCAR trucks. I assume that it's fucking, we got, what's hockey? Kings and Ducks. All right, we go, I think it's FS1 or FS2. Let me see what's going on in the trucks real quick. While we have commercial. Oh, shit, the rain's coming down like a motherfucker. Stage points earned. They're still out there. 45 laps in out of 100. Who knows how long the truck series might still be, I don't know, 55 laps or halfway. So they'll probably go for a little bit longer. But if they get one or two more rain delays, this could go for a while. I just hope Daytona doesn't have delays because that means that's going to delay for me doing the All-Star game. I mean, I'm more interested in the Daytona 500 winner rather than who wins the All-Star game, but I am interested in both events, and I plan on doing like 8 to 10 hours on Sunday and 8 to 10 hours tomorrow. So we'll be locked and loaded, man. You know, I got that cigarette pack of pre-rolls. You know, went for a walk. You know, tried out one last night, one today, and man, I mean, like it's like. You know, I've never smoked cigarettes or anything, and I'm trying to cut off the booze and the beer and partying. You know, I'm trying to stay a little bit more, focused with everything, trying to eliminate some of the bad seeds and whatnot. But I'm telling you, at this dispensary that's like a minute from my house, they got like a cigarette pack. It's got 10 different pre-rolls. You get 5 kinds, 2 each, and inside. And oh my God, it's incredible. You know, and it's like just the quality and what you're able to get, and it didn't even cost that much either. It's like I think I got 10 pre-rolls inside, 5 different strains, and I think with just being a member or whatever, it was only like 20 something. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Oregon is where it's at, baby. All right, I'll have to tune back into what's going on there with the NASCAR trucks. I wonder if they have it available on my streaming platform. I don't think they do, but if they do, I would love to see it. So no, it looks like they only have the basketball stuff. So then if I watch the basketball stuff, I'll have a delay and then I can watch the NASCAR stuff live, but I'm not going to do that. So Rising Stars, baby. Let's go. Yeah, like I said, that's why you're here. And I was going to ask you, I had a feeling that, I don't watch every single Orlando Magic game. Hell, it's not, if I'm not doing a game at night, I've probably only seen very little, but I need information. So I know about Bentero, but I need information. So keep me updated. He's the one to look at, huh? Candace Parker's a legend. Franz Wagner. I'll even get a photo for you, brother. Put them. So at least we got a couple here. Team 1, Team 2, Game 3, Team winner. I mean, what is this? I mean, like I said, this format is like, it's like little kid tournament. Like, when you're doing like AAU, A1, A2, B1, B2, select team, and you're going to like a tournament. That's what they're trying to do. Like make it like a tournament style, but I don't know. I mean, if you're going to be doing shit like this, I mean, I don't know. You have to, do it on a beach or something. Do it outside. Do it at the Rucker. Do it. If you're going to be doing this like fucked up format, like give me something above and beyond. Give me something original. And hopefully they decide to step away from this format after this year and then they just go one team traditional game, East, West, rookie, sophomore. I preferred the rookie, sophomore, or Team USA international. And if they don't got enough international, then fuck it, just do rookie, sophomore. People love that. So that way you can see what rookies are doing well. And then boom, sophomores, maybe guys that were pretty fucking good and they're emerging. That's how you showcase the best in the world. Not this fucking Team Pow, Team Duran, Team Joakim, Team Jason that's got 4 guys that don't even have fucking photos on the profile page. Dumb. But I'm here. Banchero. Let's go. I'm here because of you. All right. Single-handedly, I am here because of you. So you guys will win. You'll get to the championship, win that. And hopefully we get to see some, I don't know if I'll get a double-double out of him. I hope so. Triple-double might be out of the question. I don't know how long the quarters are. Obviously, this is going to be broken down smaller. So, but if anyone's got Twitter, please do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream, and that'll help us get more people. And like I said, I'm fully on the show, here and on Twitter, so people can watch the show on Twitter. You can't comment or donate there, but you'll get more people, and usually we'll get 50 to maybe 300 extra views just being live on Twitter. Most people just have like a minute preview. I have the whole show on there. So I'm one of the only YouTubers or Twitch streamers that does that. So I want to be able to get the product out there. And, so sometimes if you're not subbing, to the channel and you actually see someone rather than just like a 1 minute preview, and, it's kind of cool. People will hop in, and usually we've been getting a steady increase on there too. So starting lineup, AJ Griffin, Franz Wagner, Walker Kessler, Trey Murphy III, and Bones Highland. And then the best group, the Banchero. Show me Banchero. And then what's up with the jerseys here? Lame. Like, at least let them wear their own jerseys. These jerseys are pathetic. Are you kidding me? This is what let them wear their own jerseys, white or colored. I don't know, man. These guys are getting incredibly lazy. I don't know if it's just like the TikTok generation. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? You separated into 4 teams. The jerseys are ugly. There's not enough talent out there. Am I going to enjoy it still? Yeah, but that needs to be pointed out. This is, you went from like literally maybe the thing that I was second most anticipated for All-Star Weekend to literally like, why am I watching? But I'm here. That needs to be discussed. These jerseys are terrible. What the fuck? Rising Stars. Let's see what the quarter is. What's the length of quarter? Oh, target score is 40? Jesus Christ, man. Not even real? Not even like 6-minute quarters or anything? Golly. We need to bring back the original David Stern commissioner from heaven. He would be appalled by this bullshit. I know Adam Silver, kind of stepped in, but Jesus, unbelievable. 0-0, Team Pow, Team Duran. Alley-oop? No. Saved? Stolen? No good. Terrible. It's like, who came up with this format? A 10-year-old? Shot in and out, no good. Fouled, going to the line. It's been like 20 minutes and we haven't even got a point yet. Jesus. Come on, man. Then I'm going to have to peek in on some of the trucks. God, I wish the trucks was on. I don't think, does NASCAR, they probably don't show it on their website, like the live feed, like NASCAR.com. And if they actually show the trucks live feed, because, sometimes ESPN will show like the feed of whatever's going on there. Free throw is missed. Oh, what an exciting game. 0-0. Powell, Darren Williams. Stupid format. Target score 40. No clock. Shitty jerseys. Lack of talent. But at least we get Banchero and a few others. There we go. 1-0. Pow. Unbelievable. 39 more points for Pow to win. Oh, shit. Someone bring me the pre-rolls. Deep 3, no good. Murphy for 3. There we go. 3-1. Team Darren over Powell. And I don't like having the players like Giannis and, if they have like Team Giannis, Team LeBron. I think that's stupid too. I think they should just do East-West. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're just doing it for more of the younger fans, but you're taking away the history and the tradition of why it's so good. No defense. Alley-oop. No. Finger roll layup is good. 5-3. Team Pal. Terrible jerseys. Looks like some fucking YMCA bullshit. Deep three from Griffin. No good. Nice pass. 7-3. Pow. Let's go. I want to see if they actually fucking play some defense tonight, too. Turned over off his leg. This is some good defense here. Great defense. Finger roll. Oh, rejected. Kessler with a block. Banquero. Nice layup. Man, motherfucker is smooth. It's a good future of the league. It's nice to be able to have certain guys that will actually pan out at the first or second pick of the draft. Three. Woo! Wow. Deep three. My goodness. Griffin. Okay. Nine, 6. Powell stolen. 11-6. Get the ball. Oh, good effort there. Shoot the three. Oh, Jose Alvarado with the missed three. Bones. 11-8. Powell. Oh, good defense there. Great defense. Uncontested layup. 13-8. Team Powell. Deep three, no good. Shoot it again. Ooh, reverse layup is good. Nice. 13-10. Team Powell. Let's go, baby. Yeah, Markkanen finally found his groove. It's cool to be able to see him in the All-Star game. Oh, here we go. Oh! Wow. Trey Murphy the third with a throwdown. Okay, that's the first play that got me excited. 13-12 Powell. Okay, let's go. Alvarado with a fake. Rejected. All right, we got a little bit of momentum here. Oh, pump fake. Oh, spin move. Three. No good. Okay, now it's starting to pick up. It was a little slow at first. Now a little isolation. Oh, in and out, no good. That's what you get for being selfish. Oh, Alvarado with a layup. And then it's a goaltend. Okay. Let's go. All right, Jose. $15-12. Let's see if it actually was. Oh, here's the dunk. Woo! Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get a good Trey Murphy photo for that dunk.
Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You can save hundreds. I don't know, Dad. Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You can save hundreds.
It's a great idea, TV Dad.
But I said the exact same thing.
Someday when you're a father, you'll understand.
I'm his father.
It's not a competition. Listen to your TV Dad.
Oh, okay, I got a nice college one of Trey. Oh, here we go. So, because obviously with a lot of these guys, if you don't follow the NBA to a fucking T, like the jobbers, the role players, the bench guys, the young guys. It's always nice to get kind of a refresher where some of the guys came like, oh yeah, I watched March Madness. I remember, like sometimes you have to have like that moment where you're like, where did I fucking see that guy from? And then you start remembering March Madness, and some of these guys have a little bit of a run in the last couple years. So. All right, let me go to NASCAR real quick for the trucks just to see what the fuck is going on there. I try to watch as many things as possible when, we're streaming and when I'm not obviously streaming, just to kind of keep up with everything that's going on in the world. It's tough, following multiple sports and, multiple wrestling organizations, not just WWE or AEW, and then doing NJPW, ROH. It's, Impact. It takes a lot of time and effort, but I mean, if it's a part of who you are and you're a fanatic, that's just who you are. It's like I wouldn't want to do it any other way. All right, 44 laps to go in the truck. It looks like they're green now. All right. I'll have to check back at the next commercial. I don't want to miss any of the action here, even though I know it's still a commercial. 44 to go. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everything gets laid out with all the movement and whatnot. But I hope Bieniemy changes his mind and realizes that, Washington is a crap organization. And if you go there, I can't really see a whole lot great happening for you there. I mean, it's cool, if you want to be able to be assistant head coach and OC and have to jump through all these hoops, but I mean, the best place for you to be would be known as like one of the best offensive coordinators of all time, instead of being a head coach, going to a shit team, getting fired after a year, and then having to come back. I don't know. Coaching Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey is not going to compare to anyone else. Like, who's going to be better than that? You can say, Burrow, Josh Allen, if those teams had openings, Justin Herbert, something like that. But I mean, we're talking Mahomes and Kelsey, Andy Reid. Why would you leave? I get it if you want to be able to build your resume and you want to be able to be a head coach one day, but just because you want it doesn't mean you're going to be good enough. Like, maybe you lack people skills. I like the guy a lot, but obviously if you have like 17 fucking interviews, it's got to be more than just being the white and the black issue with the Rooney Rule. Something else is holding him back, whatever it is. It can't be everyone has prejudice, in every other NFL organization. There are some Asians and Mexicans and blacks that are getting opportunities, and females, which is awesome, right? But for someone to be one of the best OCs, like 17 different I mean, I don't know, weird, right? Something doesn't add up. We don't know the whole story. We can only guess or assume, but I would just love it if he stayed there. I think that would be best for him. But you get more money if you obviously get the higher position, and that's what Washington tried to lure him in. Assistant head coach and OC, maybe with a promise to take over Riverboat Ron after they fire him or he retires. Maybe that's what was said. 15-12. Jumper, no good. Target score is 40, and then we'll get into the next series of games. And then the winners of each game will play in the championship. Deep three, no good. Swing it, man. Horrible three. That form was terrible. Oh, my God. Make a fucking layup. Go up. He said, I'm knocking this shit down. Oh, Jose, baby. He said, I'm knocking this shit down on live TV. He said, I'm on the mic. I don't give no shits. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm on TNT. Fuck. My boy. Good job, Jose. Like I said, him, Banchero, right? Oh, okay, let's go, baby. Oh, in and out. He gives you a little sauce and a little flair. We don't have enough of that. Good save by Jose. Woo! 2014, Team Pal. Ooh, nice flush. But we've seen guys, that we thought would be good, like Nathaniel Hackett and these other guys. Some guys can't cut it, from going from a OC to a head coach. There's a lot more involved than just calling plays. Just because you're a good play caller doesn't mean you're going to be a great head coach. Being, real and genuine and caring about the players, being able to be a good communicator, fucking managing all the $1 million egos. Do you think anybody can fucking do that? Hell no. Oh, let's go, Jose. Yeah, baby. 22-16. Yeah, huh? Jose said, give me the goddamn ball. I'm mic'd up. He said, give me it. He said, give me that. He said, oh shit, he says. I don't think Jose understands that you can't be swearing on TNT. They're like, oh, we gave the guy the mic, the wrong guy. 3 swears in 1 minute. He's breaking the record. Jose, there we go, baby. Get it. Team Pal 24-16. Target scores 40. Nice job, baby. Oh, nice backdoor. Kaga! Nice flush. 24-18, Team Pal. Ooh. For 3. 27-18. I mean, it's not even fair when you got him and Jose on the same team. It's already game over. It'd be shocking if that team does not win the whole thing tonight. Bones for 3. Bones Highland. 27-21. Team Pal still firmly in control. Jose stolen. Oh, nice behind the back dribble. Has he? Nice pass. Go up. Stolen. Idiot. There you go. There you go. Good pass. Swing it. Cut. There we go. Don't just stare at him. Oh! Oh, baby. A little behind the back. I like it. With the layup, that was slick. Okay. All right. Well, at least it's not absolutely terrible. We're getting some good basketball here. Oh, foul. Wow. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at this right here. Amazing pass. That might be the best pass of the night. I don't know if we'll get a better one than that. Yeah. This is the type of guy you would want on your team for sure. Thanks for your swearing, Jose. Appreciate you. We just got our TNT license taken away. Like, you got to tell that guy you can't be swearing every fucking 30 seconds. He's like, fuck it. Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping my eye on him more. I mean, Pelican games are something that will come through when I'm doing Blazer games, but I'm doing, whoever's the late game on ESPN or TNT. So, I look for those energy guys. And like I said, also another guy I think that's a little underrated is Josh Giddey. When we get to see him in the next game, he's really well-rounded. I'm a Blazer fan, but, I still try to keep at least an eye and a pulse on the league. And he seems like he doesn't really look like he'd be a great player, but he brings a lot of energy, a lot of bounce. And you can tell, like, sometimes you need that spark off the bench or in the lineup. When everything is just flat, you're missing, you're turning everything over, and you just need someone other than a superstar. They already have, Alexander. We already know how great he is. He's averaging like 30 a game, but I really like this Josh Giddey kid. So there's a few. We got a few. We got Finley's guy. All right, Jeremy Shochan got the Rodman vibe, and then obviously we've seen Trey Murphy with the big dunk earlier, and then Paolo being Paolo, number 1 pick. And right now, the most entertaining player in this is the second pitcher that I actually brought up. The first one was this one, because that was the first reason why I was watching. And the second reason I was watching was for him. And he's putting on a show. So just has to be able to know what you can say and not say on TV. I mean, hopefully it'll be a little bit more like accepted. But when you have like sponsorships with companies and kids and shit, whatever. I get it, but you got to let the players be themselves, not be themselves, or just not give someone the mic where that might happen again. Or maybe they assume that they will follow the rules, but when you're in the game, you're probably not thinking about it. Yeah, I like him, man. Like I said, I see potential, just like Shaden Sharp for the Blazers. I feel that like if he got a chance to start or play more minutes, you can go from getting like 8 to 12 points to maybe 15 to 20, and the guy can jump through the roof. If you guys have seen Sharp, I mean, rebound dunks, all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, speaking of hops, did you guys see that video? I'm not sure if it's altered by like DK Metcalf going up for like a one-handed catch, and it looks like he goes like a foot higher than he should normally based off how high he jumped. So I'm not sure if that video is altered, but they were saying like, oh, now he's going to get drug tested or whatever. He throws the football, and then he gets it thrown back. He catches it, throws it back one other time, and then goes up one-handed. But if you see where his head goes from where he jumps, it looks like it's like a 50 to 60-inch vert instead of like a 40. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's fake or not because it's like he jumps up, he catches it, but it just seems like he's jumping a little higher than normal. But you never know. Team Powell, 31. Team Darren, 21. Nice jumper right there. 31-23, 9 more points for Team Powell. I mean, this is pretty much a done deal, even if boy is on the bench for the rest of the game, but I don't think he will be. I wouldn't. But you never know. They have to give up playing time evenly. But, I mean, if you want to be able to get to the next round, Jose Alvarado and Paolo should be in probably. I mean, I know you got to, flip the minutes and get everyone to participate. But if you want to win, this and this need to be on the court for Team Powell the whole game. I'm not sure that necessarily that's a fair thing to say, but because, you want everyone to get a chance. But bottom line, if you want to win, that's what's going to have to happen most of the time. Like you can win with, some of these guys maybe sitting for a little bit. But if you get to the championship, you're going to need more of those two. Yeah, and then also, obviously, if we would have been able to get, Chet, that would have been the excitement level would have been, especially if you would have had Chet going against Paolo, so you could get like the back and forth. Then you're like, oh, okay, each guy is kind of showing off his skill set and whatnot. Team Powell 35-23. Missed it. Went up for the cheap fake miss rebound. He got it, but then missed and knocked out of bounds. So they only need 5 more points, and it's 35-23. So one team needs 5, the other team needs 17. This one's fucking over. Yeah, I had to watch it like 4 times. I was like, because I've seen altered video before. It's like when Tom Brady had that, IG post and Twitter post where he was throwing the football machine back into the football machine. Fake. You're not going to be able to get a football tossed at you and you throw it back into the machine and it throws it back. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people are, easily suckered to think anything is real, but with the power of Photoshop and editing, almost anything can look real to a certain degree. 37-23, Team Powell, alley-oop, flush. Wow. Trey Murphy III, he's like, oh, dog, I got another dunk for you. I got another, boom, photo of you, bro. Nice job. 37-25. It won't be enough, though. All right, Trey, I see you. Virginia stud. 37-25. One more 3, and this one's over. And then we'll go into the second matchup. Shoot it. Keegan Murray for 3, and it's over. That's it. 40-25. Hey, as if you thought there was going to be any other result. I mean, anyone that got Paolo was more than likely going to win, so.
Keegan obviously can stretch it from beyond the arcs, playing extremely well for the Kings this season. And he's been doing a lot of that from beyond the arcs for them this year. 13-4
Finley, do you remember those commercials that they used to do where they would like go through like a piece of wood and catch the football. Like they would do all like those crazy things. They had like that commercial. It was like a long time ago, but then they would have guys like doing backflips and catching it, but they had each guy do something like fucking wild, but like catch the football or make a crazy football move after doing some like acrobatics. Jamal Crawford looks like he never ages. Jamal Crawford looking like the same player for like 20 years. Yeah, I saw it on my Twitter timeline and whatnot. And then they had like the Terry Tate commercial where he would just like come in there and just tackle the shit out of someone in the office and it would like improve productivity, right? So those ones were pretty fun. But then the other one, I can't remember what it was called either, but it was on my Twitter timeline like a month ago. And I remember watching it. And I was like, oh, that's funny.
You don't have to believe in free throw superstition for it to work. Because after this many orders on NBA game day, your local wing joint believes enough for the vote. Support your neighbor.
I need to go get my Snapple out of the freezer. Let's get to 100 in donos. We got to be able to get the first one started at some point. We're about an hour in. We're going to go for maybe 3 to 4 hours. So hopefully we can get to the goal. And once we get the first person to start, then it'll start a little dono train. And hopefully we'll get a few people on Twitter tuning in as well. And we'll see where it goes. Hopefully the second game will be as somewhat entertaining. But then you have Team Joakim and Team Jason. And I think Joakim's team should win. They got Giddy over there. So I would assume. And Jeremy Socha, Jalen Williams. I'm looking at this team. Let me look over on the roster of Team Jason. I'm pretty sure this is going to be, this one could get ugly. This one might get a little ugly in the next matchup, but we'll see. Team Joakim and Team Jason next. And I got my guy Josh Giddy on Team Joakim, so that's where we're going. That's where we're going in the next game. And then it'll come down to Paolo versus Giddy. Paolo, Giddy, Jose, and then this will be the team that wins. I'd be incredibly shocked. If you can't win it with Paolo and Jose, then something's wrong with you. Yeah, something like that. All right, I need to go to the NASCAR real quick. Go check up on Paisley, my pup. 34 to go. Oh, this is cool. Raja Karuth, 20 years old, brother. Best finish 11th in St. Louis in 2022. He's involved in a wreck on lap 58. But I love that, man. I mean, you got Bubba Wallace already there in the NASCAR Cup, but I love being able to see like the females in the truck or the brothers. You got Asians, Mexicans, just getting a little bit more diversity in different types of sports. It's like when you see brothers in hockey, you don't see them there too often unless they're like French Canadian, or they have Canadian ties. It's very cool. I love to be able to see that.
Overall, the race, I mean, I was happy with what we had working. I was just trying to learn. At first, stage was kind of our practice plan. I was trying to get my practice there, but those guys, having trouble coming to the 5 to go in the first stage kind of held us up. But good little fight back. We were in the mix there for a second, just got caught up in the big one.
Thank you, Amanda. Caution is out. We knew the rain was on the way. It has arrived.
Oh, rain has arrived.
The yellow flag waving once again. And Zane Smith in a familiar spot, both at Daytona and what he experienced so much a year ago. That's out front in one of these races.
Paolo got 9. 9 points, 5 boards, 1 assist. Jose Alvarado, 13 points. So that's your guy. That's what got you the dub there between those two. So it's a good chunk of the points, like half. But still got Benedict with 7. That was nice. So you got a little bit of a variety there. But the bench is thin. I mean, the rosters are thin as hell. All right, they're going to go to the next one, and then it'll open up a box score for me on NBA.com, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me go check up on my puppy here real quick. And then now we're going to the second semifinal game, Joakim and Jason. Whoever wins that, it will be Joakim. I'd be shocked. I mean, if you got Giddy, you're going to win. Boom. And then you'll get Giddy, Paulo, Jose, game over. And then we'll go from there. All right, let me go check real quick. But obviously, Jose killed it in that first section there, 13 out of the 40. And then Paulo with 9. So that was really the main reason why I was watching. I only had photos up of the guys that I really was looking forward to watching, and there wasn't too many. And in this second set, not a lot of great talent. I mean, there's guys that are okay, but Giddy will be the one to watch, and hopefully they give him the ball a lot, and he should be able to get some 5 to 10 points if they give him the opportunities. But I don't know. You might get some other guys that are just, trying to be a little ball hoggish, but hopefully, he'll get enough opportunity to see what he can do. And Finley's guy there for the Spurs. Got the whole Dennis Rodman vibe going on there. So Jeremy Sochan, we'll see him. Oh, yeah, Trey Murphy actually did a pretty damn good job. He had a couple splash dunks, obviously, there in the first matchup. So, all right, let me real quick.
We all have a purpose in life, a why. Maybe it's perfecting that special place that you want to keep in the family, or passing down the family business, or giving back to the places that inspire you. No matter your purpose, at PNC Private Bank, we will work with you every step of the way to help you achieve it. So let us focus on the how. Just tell us, what's your why?
Those mornings when it takes just a little bit extra to get you out of bed. Simple and deal.
Wake up to the goodness of Jimmy Dean.
Welcome back to coverage.
All right. All right, they got the starting lineups here for the second set of teams. So they're doing a little introductions and whatnot. Okay. Mac McClung, he can dunk. He can do like really cool like 360s, reverses. If you watched him in high school and college, you already knew that he probably would make the league, but maybe never be like a superstar. But he can fucking dunk. He can throw it down. Scottie Pippen Jr. Never be as good as his dad. So Team Jason, we're going to get our ass kicked. All right, baby, let's go. Yeah, I think as far as Lakers in 5, I mean, it all depends on, analytics, metrics, the algorithm, and some people started off doing live play-by-play and reactions, and they get supported and boosted by YouTube, to get their videos promoted. Some channels will get recommendations. Some channels will get the notifications to their fans. Some don't. So, they definitely cater to the bigger channels. And when I started, I ended up doing reaction videos first, for a few years, and then went into live play-by-play and reactions. And, there's different algorithms that have happened since I've started. I mean, I've been recording for 11 years. This is my 7th year on YouTube. And so sometimes, you'll get a little love on one end, but, other streamers, they're if they're getting promoted and they're at, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. If you have that many, they're pushing certain channels. So more recommendations are going to go their way. And so since there's so many people that are streaming now, it seems like everyone and their fucking mom has got a podcast or, but just because you got one doesn't mean you're good. There's a lot of bullshit that's out there where you're getting, a couple people here, a couple people there. And obviously the big channels are getting their following. But when you got someone like me that's kind of on the bubble at like 20,000, it's like I deserve to at least get my notifications out there. I feel I deserve to get a fair chance to be able to be put in front of newbies, and then they can decide if they like me. And another thing also too is, I don't necessarily, just do one thing either. I do everything. So that some people, they just do NFL or they cater to like one team. But for me, I do everything. So I'm not just focused on one particular thing. So it's like I'll do NFL, I'll do college football, I'll do MLB, I do NASCAR, I'll do NBA, I do March Madness, I do AEW, WWE, NJPW, ROH. So I feel that even though, it'd be great, to be able to get to that point, but everyone's journey is a little different. And eventually we'll get higher and higher as it goes. And, that's a part of it too. But I feel like, as far as the flexibility to be able to do anything, I don't think very many streamers have that kind of talent. So most people can only stick to their team or maybe one sport, to be able to see someone pretty much do anything and feel comfortable. That's a rarity. So, and it really doesn't matter if you have, 10 to 20 people in the room, or if you have 100 to 200 or 1,000 to 2,000, you can still make a living, even with a smaller amount of people. It's not about how many, but it's the quality over the quantity. Like there's been times where we've broken records here, with I've gotten 1,000 to 1,500 in donos with like the amount of people that are in the room right now. And most people that hit that type of number would have to have hundreds or thousands in the room, because some people are never going to donate and they're just going to watch. And then you'll have the heavy hitters that support the channel. So, for me, it just shows, I think, on that end. Of course, I would love to be at a higher sub count or more people, but that doesn't define a good channel from a bad channel. It just, there's a lot of competition out there, but of course, certain channels are getting pushed more. So I just got to keep grinding, and eventually, we'll get to that point. But that's kind of how it goes, to be giving you the honest truth. So. Oh, nice. I definitely got to check that. Yeah. And plus it took me 10 years to go full time, so if it took me 10 years to go full time, and I can go full time with 20 people or less in the room a lot of the time, unless we have a big event and it'll get a little bit bigger. That says a lot. That shows that per person, I get more support than most bigger channels, because they have to have way more people in the room to be able to hit that dollar amount for support. So I think that makes it pretty special when you can have not a lot of people and you can still hit 100 to 1,500, 1,600 in a day, in a couple hours of work. That's support, that's love, that's grind. And not a lot of people get that type of love and support and that commitment. So you can look at it both ways. I think it's more remarkable to be at a lower amount and make as much as the big boys. If there's people that got over 100,000 subs and I got 20 people or less in the room and they're in the thousands and I can make just as much as them in donos or more, what does that say? That once I get to that point, I'll be able to make quite a bit more than a lot of the others once I get to that big number. So, and a lot of times it's not necessarily about making money. It's about being able just to pay the bills and then give back to the fans. That's my favorite part, and giving back nice things, not, corny things like pencils and shit and, koozies, like actually giving something like a jersey or Mitchell and Ness or, tickets to an event, something that's actually worthwhile, especially if people are donating hundreds of thousands to you. They deserve better than just some bullshit. Facts. All right, now we got the second game here going. Team Joakim, Team Jason. Target 40 points again. Yeah, but a lot of times it just depends on what people are looking for. If they're just looking for the thumbnail, if they're looking for, the graphics. But what about the host? Ooh, reverse dunk rejected, because you got to have a good voice. You got to have grind. You have to have personality. You have to have commitment. You have to have the aesthetics, but you actually have to have the swagger and the skill set. And there's a lot of people that don't have it. You know what I mean? They think they have it, but, there's definitely, the upper tier and there's everyone else. You know what I mean? And there can be some smaller, lower channels that can build and get to that point. But, I mean, you can definitely tell who the better people are on Twitch and YouTube. But there's also people that are on the bubble that it's going to take a lot longer to be able to get there. And, even with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, I've gone through a bunch of shit and I'm still here. I'm still grinding, regardless if I have people in the room or I don't let that affect me. 2-0, Team Jason, air ball. There we go. Spin. Nice flush. Yeah, and a lot of times it also depends on like notifications. So if I'm at like 20,000 subs and only 100 people are getting notifications, how is that fair? You just never know how things are going to be run. There is not necessarily a fair playing field on YouTube and Twitch. The more money that people make, and the more money that Google and YouTube make. So if someone's making a lot of money on like donations, why are they going to push a smaller channel when they can push a bigger channel and make more money for the company? It's a business, But there's also channels like mine, I feel, that could make them a lot and also help me and the fam. And it's a win-win situation. It's not like I'm at fucking 20 subs or 200, but you just have to wait your turn. Six-five, Team Joakim. Reach in, turned over, out of bounds. Sami Zayn. I mean, there's a lot of ways that people can show love on channels too, liking, subbing, sharing, and doing all that. But the biggest form of showing support to a channel is donating, showing that you really do care and love the channel. And think about it, YouTube is one of those things. If you like a channel, you're probably not subbing to it. You have to love the channel to sub, and obviously retaining YouTube subs and like Twitch, like those are hard to retain. People are very fickle on YouTube and Twitch. They keep a sub, take a sub, unless you just put it on there and then you just keep it. But there's a lot of people. It's a lot easier to grow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram than it is on YouTube and Twitch. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. I had to sell my Jordan rookie, years ago to be able to get the equipment. And I mean, if I didn't have dreams, you think I would sell something that would be worth $100,000? Fuck no. So everyone's journey is a little bit different, but if you believe in yourself and you have the grind and the work ethic and, you're consistent, it's more about consistency than quantity, Quality is important too. And the most important thing is being genuine and real, not being fake, fugazi, which a lot of people on YouTube and Twitch are. But you just have to be able to filter the good and the bad. And the people that seem like cool people, but actually are fake as shit. And they give no fucks about you. But they'll take your money gladly. 13-7, Team Joakim. See if Team Jason here can get going. Jumper, no good. I better see at least one awesome dime and one fancy dunk before this is over in this set of two teams. Oh, cherry picking turnover, idiot.
I just want to say this. He's not the son of Kenny Lofton, baseball player. No, he is not. His father, Kenneth, served in the U.S.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Lakers in 5 with his first donation to me. $5 holla. And I think another thing too with me, there may be other channels that have more people in the room. There may be channels that have, more subs, but guaranteed the people that we have with our channel here are some of the most well-respected people I feel on YouTube. And we're the most knowledgeable too. I mean, there's going to be, good fans, bad fans, going to be trolls and whatnot. But I feel like the support, it's like a VIP room. You know what I mean? We have a lot of special people that will go to bat for each other. And we actually have a vibe where a lot of us, through the mods, that we actually talk with each other on other platforms. And it's a special group. And I appreciate you. It's YouTube and the algorithm. Things have changed from when I first started and to where it is, and the way that they promote videos, the way they recommend videos, who gets notifications, who doesn't. Like I said, it's just, you just have to be able to keep positive no matter what. I mean, I live in Oregon here. So, we got dispensaries, we got breweries, we got wineries, we got strip clubs. We got things to be able to pass the time and keep us happy. I don't go to the strip clubs. The dispensary always helps, and then you just keep grinding it out. So, if you have goals and dreams, you just have to be consistent, grind it out, and believe in yourself, no matter what the odds are. I mean, look at me, bro. Dude, I should be more angry than anyone else on YouTube to be at like 20,000 and not even have 100 people in the room consistently because they're not actually giving notifications to my people or really giving me proper support, where I feel that maybe I'm a little bit more deserving than some other channels, but it is what it is. And then on top of that, if that's all I was getting frustrated on, and then think about how many people don't get donations at all or very little, and then also having a whole lot of people in the room and hitting an insane number. I mean, can you imagine like Lakers in 5 if you did a stream and you had 13 people in the room and you made $1,500 in like 2 or 3 hours? Imagine how that would make you feel, So appreciate you. $5 holla. First donation for Lakers in 5 ever. And the first one for us tonight. We usually try to get them within the first 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes we find a new person that might be a full-timer on the channel. And I appreciate you. And I think that really is the difference. It's not only just getting your name and the message recognized. It's like, what kind of vibe? Like, does this community actually care about people, or is it, just about falling in love with the host and the vibe and the popularity? You got to look at really the people. And is it a genuine channel? Bang, bang. And for us, yes, it is. Lakers in 5, who would you want to see for a photo? So if you're new to the channel, how I show the love and the respect, you give me the dono, I read it off, we'll shout you out. I'll give you some comments. And then, after we, go there, then I'll give you some photos. So, I'm not a biased person, and that's really what we're most known for is the knowledge. I think we're smarter than any other channel on YouTube, hands down, or Twitch. I mean, people for like Peter Schrager and EA Sports Madden come here and they steal my material. So it's like, I know they steal it from other channels as well, but it is a flattering thing when people do that shit. Special group, but I like to be able to give pictures, so I can do Kobe, I can do Shaq, I can do LeBron. So you got a guy that you want to see, I'll pull up a 4K or HD photo, and then that'll give you something to be able to see on top of just the donation. Appreciate you. $5. And I remember everyone. So as long as your username, photo, and your name doesn't change, I remember everyone that's ever donated to me from the very beginning. So I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, Lakers in 5. Let me know what you want to see for photos, and I got you. Cyberpunk in the building, and this is like one of the MVPs to the channel. If I didn't have someone like this that would consistently support, I wouldn't be able to pay my rent and do this full time. And doing this full time is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm 40 now, even though I don't look 40, but I mean, 11 years into the journey. And I even predicted in the first year that it would take me 10 years to go full time. And it literally was 10 years to the dot to go full time. So I don't know what it is with ESP and what I got, but it's like I feel like I have a dream or I have a message. Something is communicated to me. I say it out loud, and then it happens. Like I said, I was going to get a Julio ball when I went to the Mariner game in his rookie year, and it happened. Then I went to the Yankee game, and I said, I'm going to get an Aaron Judge ball. Some people laughed. Some people said, damn, he's going to get it. And guess what? I got one. So it's just, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I do appreciate you. Yeah. And like I said, I don't get the notifications and I don't get, recommended as much as I should. I feel with what we have to offer and also with what I can do, with the people and the photos, my presentation, everything that I do. I mean, I shouldn't have any lower than I feel 100 people in the room at all times. But again, some channels are pushed, some channels are not. And I'm doing everything in my power to, the tag words and everything. But really it comes down to the algorithm and YouTube, and they decide who makes money. They decide who's popular. They decide that, so sometimes you just have to wait your turn. Sometimes it's never going to be your turn. And then sometimes you have to be able to find other ways to get seen. So that's why I do everything. So I do NFL, I do this, I do that, but it's always easier to get views on uploads than it is with live stream. Live stream is a lot difficult, because you got to think with the live stream, people usually aren't going to rewatch a live stream, or if they do, they're not going to watch it in entirety. So you have to have that following and they have to have the notifications. But I feel that if you're getting a lot of new fans, within the last, 6 months, the algorithm is different from then. So if they, they actually recently subbed, then those subs are going to get the notifications. But if you got a lot of older subs, it seems like whenever they did with like an update that they decided to turn shit off or make someone like, sign out of YouTube and sign back in. And most people, when they're signed in, they leave it like that. So that's another big problem, because I don't know if they could just tell everyone hey, everyone needs to log out and log back in, and then everyone would be getting more notifications and whatnot. But it is what it is. I feel I am the most slept on channel as far as content with everything that I do. And we do mental health, and we try to help people, from not hurting themselves and giving good support. And I'm a guy that has bad problems with mental health, with like depression and anxiety. I talk about it. And so it gives people, I feel like, a genuine connection where I'm not like one of these fake motherfuckers that's out there. Like we could actually go, have a burger or a beer or go to a game, and you can just have a certain vibe. Certain hosts connect with their fans, and I feel I connect with them on a deeper level than any other channel, and that's why people support me heavier than most channels too. 2111 Team Joakim. Cyber, my dude in the building, what to do? I appreciate that. What do you want to see for photo? What you want? You want Kobe? You want Magic? You want LeBron? And this is what we do. Anyone that donos 99 cents to 500 or more, 99 cents to what, 1,300? Then you'll get a variety of photos depending on how much you donate and how much time I have. And then if I have to wait till commercial, then I'll get you some more. But he's like, oh, I like this. He's like, I get my name called out. I get the message. Guy actually reads his messages on other platforms, doesn't ignore. He's like, oh, who wouldn't want to be a part of that, huh? Yeah, but as far as not being biased and the intelligence and the knowledge, I think that's what I'm most proud about, like just being able to do the depth of shows that I do. But it does take a lot of energy and a lot of reading. There's a lot of work involved, but it's worth it. 2311 Team Joakim, as we give Lakers and 5 a little love. First time coming to the channel, or at least commenting wise, and able to throw down on a dono, which means everything to me. I appreciate that tremendously. Thank you. And one thing that you'll notice that even most Blazer fans and Laker fans hate each other, and they're incredibly biased. I feel that when I follow a sport, I try to be a fan of every team, so that way I can get in the shoes of the fan base. So that way I can start predicting plays as what the coaches and the OCs and the play callers would do, but also with the fan base. Because, if you can put yourself in the shoes of the other fan base, you're going to be able to connect with them on a deeper level. And that's why I follow all 32 teams, not, just Buccaneers, not just Mariners, not just Blazers, not just Ducks, like, following many, many teams. And that way I feel comfortable with any fan of any team coming in. We're going to be able to vibe. So I appreciate you. Big flush. 24-15. Team Joakim, they got Josh Giddey on the mic.
You had 2 assists with the microphones on, but they were both beautiful, man. We appreciate you with the mic, my guy. Okay, thanks, guys.
I'm trying to pull that down here. One sec. Scotty Barnes had 2 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds though. So not the greatest stat line, but I mean, you want more points, but that team's going to win it all. Team Powell, I mean, got too many good players on that roster. Matt Payton in the building, what to do? I appreciate that. Any kind of support that we can get, and like I said, if I can't get the support all the time from YouTube, then I need more support from the people that always come, to the channel and represent and chat and support and whatnot. And, even if that's just sharing, the stream on Twitter, because I'm live on Twitter also. So it's just like being able to get more eyeballs on it. And then, like I said, it's going to take me longer, to get where some of these other guys are. Because once you get pushed, it's like wildfire. Once you actually get recommended and you start like gaining that momentum, it doesn't stop. You'll go and go and go, and you're going to be gaining like 100 subs a day or more, and it just but it doesn't happen like that for everyone. But the more that you're recommended, the more opportunities that you'll have. It's not just like raids from other channels. You'll get natural recommended raids, from just YouTube, and then they'll send the flood of people, the information, and then they just have to decide if they like your thumbnail enough to click on it and go from there. But deep three, no good. 28-22, Team Joakim. Yeah, so far it hasn't been too bad. Cyberpunk stepping up. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Cyberpunk with a 50. $50 dono, my boy. Thank you, Cyber. Ooh. Long. Cyberpunk, $50 dono on the Cash App. Bang, 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 bang. You know, it's like having these number one picks of people of just, you know, always supporting. Cyber always taking care of me no matter what. Appreciate you, man. Very, very much. Would not be able to do this full time without you. Bang, bang. Cyberpunk, $50 dono. Appreciate you very, very much. Is Chiefs Kingdom overall like pissed that he might go to Washington? I mean, it's not finalized 100% to my knowledge. It seems like he was getting there, but I hope he decides to just stay with Andy Reid and just be like the best OC of all time instead of, I mean, nothing's going to be better than Pat and Travis Kelce, but if he feels that he accomplished enough already winning the Super Bowls that he wants like a new challenge other than these guys, I get it. But if you stay, I mean, what could have been? I mean, Tyreek, if he would have stayed, that's another ring, you know, but he decided, nope, you know, I'm going to go and take the money. Kobe and LeBron. Okay. I got you, bro. And I do quite a bit of Laker games. If you go back and look at my thread, I mean, obviously it's not going to have like a horrible amount of people. I don't do NBA games full time for like, I haven't done it for a long period of time. I just started. So I don't do NBA stuff that often. I would do it like sprinkle in all-star stuff, but normally it was like football and wrestling. Then I did NASCAR and baseball for the first time full-time last year. And then now I'm invested in doing the NBA games, you know, TNT, Tuesday, Thursday, ESPN, and then Blazer games. So I'm trying to, and then all-star festivities and stuff. So let me get you a couple of little Kobe's and LeBrons, and then we'll take care of you. Feels good, right? I mean, it's like you don't really get that type of above and beyond a lot of other places. And it's cool for me because I'm a visual guy. So I love photos, HD, 4K. I love history. And I love being able to teach people not to be as biased and just appreciate greatness wherever it's at. I'm a Blazer fan. I hated this fucking guy. Rest in peace. Okay. I'm a Blazer fan. We're not supposed to like you. It's just, brutal, always winning, always beating us. But then as he was getting to the end of the career and you recognize how great he was, and he's the second coming of Michael Jordan, no one else is more competitive. And then you really reflect on his career, saw what he had with his daughters and with Gigi, and, the helicopter crash. And I was live when that shit happened. And I really respect the hell out of this guy and a lot of his mannerisms, a lot of his sayings, a lot of the things that he lived by. I tried to carry on, on my channel, a lot of the work ethic stuff, the Mamba mentality and that work ethic. I get a lot of it from like him, Steve Harvey, and a few of these guys that are like grinders, and they have like really, really good motivational things that aren't just like, saying it to get recognition, but this is what he lived by. And anyone that puts in that grind and effort, I can respect that 150%. So 150 fucking percent. Love it. That's why I work so hard at what I do, even if I feel I'm not getting the proper recognition that maybe I feel I deserve, but I have to take my turn. Not everyone is going to be, at that huge number. Of course, everyone wants to get there, but it's a journey. And sometimes you got to enjoy the journey, even if it seems difficult. But as long as you're able to have a roof over your head, pay your bills, take care of the fans, and show love and gratitude, then things will work out sooner than later. Appreciate you, brother. Wants to prove he can do it on his own. Yeah. But it's just the way that it was like, oh, we're going to make you, assistant head coach and then OC. And I don't know. It's just the way that they worded it and everything is like, it's like almost like he's on like probation and has to prove himself. The guy is the best OC, number one in all the categories, 17 interviews. Like, what is it? Is it that he doesn't have good people skills? He doesn't know how to talk to people. He's not a good listener. I mean, what is it? Obviously we know he can call plays, but I really was wishing that he would just stay in Kansas City and go down in history as like the best. But that doesn't mean if he goes somewhere, gets fired, he can't come back. Of course he would come back. So maybe that's it. Let's try this. And then, oh, McClung. Oh, he missed it. That would have been a nice reverse. So what do you want to see, Cyberpunk, for photos? And I appreciate Lakers in 5 with his first dono to me. That means everything to me. Thank you so much. And I'll never forget it, man. And I just think gratitude is everything. If you have gratitude, life, you look at life totally different. You don't wake up negative thoughts. You don't wake up with, negative vibes. You just show the gratitude every day and your life is a billion times better. I'm telling you. 32-27. Team Joakim only needs 8 more, and then we'll get McClung is. Yeah, that's actually surprising he missed that. He's kind of a shorter guy, but he's got mad hops. I watched him in high school just balling out on fools that were like, fuck, like big brothers that were huge, like Garnett size, and he would dunk on them. I'm like, oh my God. But you could just tell it's like certain guys like the professor, that does the and one. He's from Salem here in Oregon. And I thought it would be really cool to have him on the show one day or like try to link up with him. Cause obviously if you were a big fan of and one, the professor is fantastic. He's known as probably the best white street baller, one of the best ever, with handles and just the fact that Oregon's got a lot of stuff out here. People don't realize, there's a lot of talent, but I already knew the professor wasn't going to make the NBA, but he has a very special skill set, and even if they want to say it's only street ball, it could be more than that, but.
Maybe it's the left hand that's getting me, but maybe it's the Memphis thing as well.
Think about it after this. Scan for a chance to win an official NBA All-Star 2023 Game Use Basketball. That QR code on our left here screen. NBA Experience is trip for 2 to next year's NBA All-Star. Create your NBA ID by Sunday. Now, you have more time for this. I have.
Whoa. Whoa. My goodness. Look at this, Jeremy. Jeremy.
Not everyone has watched San Antonio Spurs basketball, but I need you to understand there are 2 rookies that have 400 points, 200 rebounds, and 100 assists.
What are we doing? Tommy a Wildfire Rich? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about something else? Anytime I get abbreviations or just like a simple word, there's so many things. I'm not sure if that's what you were meaning, though. Giddy, baby, for 3. 37-29. My boy, Giddy. We better not. I've come to the realization that I think I don't want like Carr or any quarterback, Jimmy G. I think we should just roll, with Kyle Trask and just see if he's good or if he's average or bad. And then if we end up doing bad, then we just get a quarterback in the draft and one of the first 4 picks, and if we go like 4 or 5 wins or less, you know what I mean? And then just tank and then try to get, Caleb Williams or one of the top guys in that particular draft class. I think that's what, and then if I can get that guy and then that guy ends up being my guy for 5 or 10 years, then I think I would rather do that than just trying to get a guy for a couple years like a Carr or a Jimmy or anyone else floating around. I think I've come to that realization that, being shitty for 1 year to get the guy in the draft the next year, I think that's exactly what I want. So, and they better not trade Mike Evans or someone's getting fucking RKO'd. For show. I'm getting that for show.
appreciate it, man. It's locked up, school. You know, you can get by any of these guys. You just gotta be a little more aggressive. Let's go, y'all. Let's turn up a little bit. We trying to get to the next game, or we want to end it tonight? We go party. I like the party. I like to hang out. Just go ahead, boys. We can't lose. Jordan Brand's semifinal could come down to this. Team Jokin Noah just 3 points away to advancing to the final to take on Team Powell.
37-29. Team Jason 3, no good. They just need a 3 for Team Joakim, and then we're going to have Team Powell and Team Joakim, which I figured it would happen. 37-32. All right, all you got to do right here, hit a 3, and it's over. Half court shot, idiot. Air ball. What a fucking idiot. What was he doing there? Oh, stolen. Give it to Giddy. Grimes, bang! And there it is. See you later. There you go. There you go. Oh, here I got no. Woo! There's one. There's one. Look at the belt. Look at the haircut. Yeah, I mean, if I was going to buy a jersey of someone on the offense, I don't even own a Mike Evans jersey, but that would be the one that I would buy. I would get Mike Allstott first, you know, but yeah, you can't get rid of him. Hell no. Golly. All right, there we go. Then we got Team Paolo. Team Paolo, that's what it should be. Team Giddy. Joakim. Powell. Let's go. Powell and Paolo. And then obviously we get anything from this, it's over. What else do you want to see, Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk has been on it now because the thing is like if I get Mike in here and I can get some old NASCAR pictures or rigs or whatever, like I like seeing NASCAR stuff. I like seeing old school wrestling stuff, old school sports stuff. But I mean, wrestling is a big part of who I am. And so anything I can see from 70s, 80s, 90s gives me a lot of joy. So if you got someone else.
Interesting piece.
I'm going to.
Let me bring in my expert.
I just sent Sarah and Cyberpunk. Diamond Dallas Page got this. Someone made a custom song to Macho Man and Bushwhackers where it lines up perfectly with highlights and him saying, yeah. I just sent it to you guys on Twitter. You should watch that. It's hilarious. That is my favorite video of 2023. Macho Man is obviously my favorite, right? But if I just sent you guys the video, it is hilarious. And then it's got the Bushwhackers at the end. It's like all my favorites as being a kid. And then they line that up with the highlights and him saying, yeah. And then the Bushwhackers at the end. It is fucking glorious. Oh my God. You guys going to get a kick out of that, but that is my favorite. Oh no, Burger King commercial. Okay, have it your way. You rule. Fuck. First one of the night. Never fails. But, oh yeah, my guy, my favorite. Love me some Macho Man. It's so good though. It lines up. It's 19-second clip, and it is just so good. I love it. Oh, nice one there. All right, Cyber. Nice profile pic.
Thanks, man. Luxury that lets you feel infinitely you.
Oh, I love it.
Gatorade Rhythm. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration. No added sugar.
Got a little commercial time, so we'll get some photos up here for Cyberpunk. It's so good though, isn't it? Like seriously, once you watch it more than once, it's like impossible to put it down. Like you almost have to watch it like 3-4 times to look at all the highlights of Macho Man on what moves he's doing, and then the promo being cut of him saying yeah, and then having the bushwhackers. I've seen thousands of edited wrestling videos. That one by far is my favorite. I have never seen one better than that one. That one is top tier. But again, Macho Man is my favorite, and I'm a big bushwhackers guy. I have the figures in the bedroom, from when I was a child, and Luke and Butch. I used to attack my dad doing the Luke and Butch, bushwhacker, attack mode when you're, and I would just chase him around the house and just beat the shit out of him on his back and everything. And, jump and do the Macho Man elbow drop when he was sleeping on the couch. And, that made him feel fantastic. So, so good. So good. Oh, baby. I love this history and stuff too, because sometimes I'm not familiar with some of these names. Like, it wasn't a part of my generation. So when I can get people to kind of open my eyes to, other things, it's interesting. I always like to learn from you guys. I mean, you got to be learning every day, something different, something new. Holy shit. I just found an early picture of Vince announcing, like early, not like 90s early, but like 80s. Look at this. Vince was actually very good on the mic. Like, if you actually listen to Vince McMahon when he would do like commentary, he could have done it like his whole life. Of course, you're the boss, and so he had to be the guy that started it off in his vision, but he had good voice control. I mean, he was good. And then obviously you had the other guys like, good old JR, and you had the nice little duos there, from back in the day. But wow, look at that. I think that's something. Even with the jacket, you're like 80s style. Oh, holy shit. Look at this one. From Slam Fest. Fuck out of here. I even got Eric Bischoff on this. Fuck out of here. Dude. Are you kidding me? Missy Hyatt, Bischoff, and Gordon Soley. Oh, my God. Hey, it doesn't fit the screen, but I figured you'd appreciate that. That's sweet. Oh, and I even got one more. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Dusty, Gordon, Larry. I mean, obviously, Mike Tenay, Larry Zbyszko, the trio in the booth for WCW. Tony Schiavone. Fucking cool, man. All right, we're getting to the championship now next. All right, so we got plenty of time. We're just I forgot about the NASCAR race. Fuck. Is it still going? I hope it's still going. Did the NASCAR race end? I hope it didn't. Probably did. It's crazy, that pack of pre-rolls. I didn't realize that once I took the wrapping off like a cigarette pack, that fucking thing reeks. But I should have known better. I mean, 10 fucking pre-rolls in a like a cigarette thing from the dispensary. Yeah. Then I had to put it like a Ziploc on it. Oh, that's good. That is good. Kiwi strawberry. Oh, baby. And then tomorrow we got XFL. Okay. Then we got WWE Elimination Chamber. Okay. And then also NBA All-Star Saturday night. So we'll have to kind of decide where we go from there. Yeah. Like, I don't think people realize how great Vince was on the mic, because you either remember him or little tidbits. And then, obviously you have these other announcers and whatnot. But I don't think I've ever seen like a boss, type figure, owner type figure, be that talented. Like Vince is, obviously a lot of this, sexual allegations. I mean, we already know there's been some dirtbag stuff that Vince is a part of. and some stuff that we probably have no idea about. But you saw the Attitude Era and the shit that they got away with, and a lot of the Karens and Kyles would not be about that life now. Lots of complaints and whatnot. But as far as his skill set on the mic, he's awesome. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go back on like YouTube and just try to find a match that he's doing so I can hear his voice. And it reminds me of like going to Blockbuster Video or Hollywood Video or like the mom and pop one, Wallace Video, and then finding an old pay-per-view on VHS and listening to him, do the match and whatnot. Let me see if I can find a good one of him.
Under a green flag condition, but you take it any way you can get it. I'm here with Michael Waltrip and Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander, and I'm thinking about saying, and what this would mean to him to go back to back. And for me, the best part of our studio coverage, that Todd Bodine admitted he's rooting against the same because Todd wants to remain the only driver.
All right, so I think the event is over.
New campaign beyond. Jordan Brand's message to believe in yourself and take flight. Speaking of taking flight, let's take a look at the Jordan Brand play of the game. Jeremy Sohan taking flight down the lane and throwing it down.
He was angry on that.
Absolutely. Bad intentions. Bad intentions.
Yes.
These are the two teams in the finals. Team Powell, Team Joakim Noah. But this is the Jordan Brand Rising Stars Classic. And I'm with two of the biggest Jordan fans ever. The fact that it's Michael, happy birthday, sir. His 60th.
Dude, awesome. Well, of course, Sammy's getting a huge pop because they're doing the same thing they did with Kofi Kingston with him. Like the guy that, chances are against him. You're rooting for the journey. Just the storyline telling. It's exactly Kofi Kingston all over again. I saw that as well. I saw that. $9 billion he's looking for. Yeah, not just a couple billion. I need 9. He wants to look after him and family and legacy, and it's like, Vince, you can hook your boy up with a little bit, All right, here we go. Team Joakim, Team Powell. And then I'll get some more photos. I don't know how long you're going to be able to stay here, Cyber, but once I start going to, it's winding to commercial or whatever and stuff. I mean, this will be over in like 30 minutes. And then we can do some more photos of wrestling stuff for however long you got, or if you got to go. But yeah, that's a good part of my day. I've already seen more cool things in the last 45 minutes with wrestling stuff than I've had in a while. So, and I'm always watching old matches. Like, Twitter will have some old matches from a couple people I follow or little snippets, 3-minute matches type stuff where you can see a preview. I love that shit. Oh, Sohan rejected.
So you think there might be an advantage for Team Joakim Noah because they literally just played and they're very warm.
That's almost like a halftime.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I always love it when I can spend time with people. The longer I can spend time with, a lot of y'all, Cyber and Holly and Shep and Chief and just, the regulars. Finley's always here. Jameson's always here. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. It's like we're going to have conversations of a number of things. It's never going to be just one thing. Guy Fieri. All right. 2-1, Team Powell. Yeah, I think, like I said, I love looking at sports stuff, but wrestling nostalgia to me is like huge a part of who I am. That, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Turtles, as far as like the toy line stuff, starting lineup, that's like a big part of like who I am and what I'm about and why I'm so the way that I am from such an early age. Oh, but like I said, wrestling figures are my favorite thing to collect. I like the old shit. I like cards and, doing that. That's always fun too. And different types of toys and memorabilia. But I do like baubles. And I do like McFarlane's starting lineups. I'm a big toy guy. Nice block right there. I got to delete a couple of these photos. All right, baby, let's go. Target scored 25 for the championship here. I still don't like the 4-team format, but at least I've seen some splash plays. I just feel, Team USA, Team International, rookie sophomores was when it was at its very best. Rookie sophomore is what it should be. That would get the best ratings. 2-1, Team Pal. But again, no matter what they call it, I still watch it. I don't think I've missed this ever. Like any of the All-Star NBA festivities, no matter how bad the NBA is at that time. Oh, big three. 4-2, Team Joakim. Target scores 25 to win. Alvarado. Oh, in and out. Well, like I said, it wasn't that hard to predict. I just looked at the roster, and I was able to predict that these two teams were going to come out. And I didn't, and I don't even know some of these fucking guys. Good defense there. Knotted up at 4. Who ended up winning the truck? Sarah, did you see that? I know you probably weren't watching it. You were watching SmackDown, but see maybe if I can find it here on my other option. Where are you? NASCAR, where are you, brother? NASCAR. Jesus Christ, like 40th down. Oh, wow. Oh, my. DeAndre Hopkins should go where? The couch. Ooh, big 3. No, DeAndre Hopkins, I had him in fantasy, and if you get a capable quarterback, he can put up top 5, top 10 stats at wide receiver, even though he's getting older. But, I mean, quarterback always is an issue for him. It's like he never got blessed with a good one, ever. It's like the Texans, and then you had Kyler. My God. I mean, he could have been known as one of the best of all time if he actually had a competent, guy, or even an Aaron Rodgers type. D-Hop could have been like so much higher in people's eyes, But that also shows how great he is because he put up tremendous stats with garbage quarterbacks. So then you have to look at it on the flip side too. That makes it like more impressive. You could have had bigger stats with a better quarterback, but your stats were still good with garbage quarterbacks. That's impressive. Team Pal 12. Oh. Kaka, nice dunk. All right, what's the next wrestler that we want to see? Yeah. Well, anything that is, being said on Twitter. I mean, we see all the same exact stuff. So, of course, there's people that want him in Dallas, But a lot of times you'll get these outlets that are just putting out fake rumors just to throw it out there or what maybe a fan wants, But who knows? I mean, shit, if you're willing to play on the Texans and the fucking Cardinals, I mean, I don't know if he wants to play on a good team. Because he's been playing on just, tough situations, but I don't know how many more years he has left. All right, what's the next wrestler? Who's next? I should go check up on Paisley.
Things are about to get wild.
I need you to continue trusting me. Whatever you do, we got you to my family. Will be the last thing you ever do.
You gotta be bad to do good. What did she say?
Ticket to Madison, you say? I knew a girl once from Madison. We used to summer together. Here's your ticket. Train pulled in. To you, it may just be an elevator. Here goes nothing. But for a young homeowner becoming their parents, it's a learning opportunity.
Come on in. The more the merrier. Paris, huh?
Bonjour.
We got any out-of-towners in the elevator?
Tom, it is not easy.
10th floor, huh? Must be a heck of a view.
Okay. See how everyone else is facing this way?
Progressive can save you from becoming your parents, but we can't save you money when you put that one auto with us.
Okay, that was terrible. Okay, let's hang back. We're going to try that again.
At Domino's, we took all the best things about pizza and put them on our new crispy loaded tots. Melty cheese, melty cheese. Mouth-watering toppings, mouth-watering toppings. Potato, potato. Try our new crispy loaded tots with your favorite pizza. Only at Domino's.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at our American Express teammates. This was from game 1 for Team Power. We saw Jose Alvarado with the mic on go crazy. Paolo Bencaro has been solid the entire time. 9-5 in the first game. Just had a huge block.
All right, I'm back. Had to get some chips. Getting hungry. Paisley's doing good. She's just chilling. 12-9. Team Pal. Come on, Giddy. Jalen Williams for 3, no good.
You just said it. There's a level of seriousness, though. There's a level of, like, you know what, let's separate ourselves. I'm not to see who's who and what's what. Like, these games, you get this kind of collection count, let's see who's really about it. We've seen Andrew Nemhard hit some big shots. One in LeBron's face, one in Steph Curry's face.
Ooh, that was nice. Wow.
Let's take one more look at Scotty Barnes, who's showing that athleticism in this final round.
And Jamal, sometimes the best highlights are not great passes.
Yeah.
That one,
I like Scotty Barnes.
was able to control it. I thought it was out of bounds.
I didn't duck much, but the best one I ever had came from Nate Robinson. It was a terrible pass out of bounds. He threw it behind me. I went all
Who's the quarterback, though?
almost killed myself.
Lamar or someone else?
You're right. Those plays make the best plays for sure.
The worst passes
Yes.
are the best out of the
Best lobs.
That's why I try to give you the worst tosses, and then you come out with a great story.
I come out swinging.
I got you.
There you go.
Jabari Smith, 5 played 4 seasons in the NBA.
Free throw is good. 14-10, Team Pal. Championship is 25, so, I mean, we're halfway there.
The championship could be 10, 11, or 15 points away.
Oh, Giddy, push it. Oh, behind the back. Oh, shoot it. Oh, he made it. No fucking way. Wow. 14-13, Team Pal. They're back in it. Wow.
Regain his balance. Behind the back from Jalen Williams, stumbles, recovers. Bottom of the bucket.
That left side. Damn. MVP contention. Look how physical they're playing now. They're playing. And the game, the score is, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? I'll see that in a good time.
Ooh. Wow. Oh, my God. This guy's special. I'm going to make an effort to watch a little bit more Orlando when they come on the time slot, but they're never going to play usually at 6, 7 p.m. Pacific time unless they're playing Portland. I wouldn't mind seeing him in person in the next year or two. Let's see if he improves still. 16-13, Team Pal. Tipped away.
Does hit the rim or goes out of a great defense. This is what Coach Grimes was known for. This is the reason why Knicks fans were so excited to
14-10, Team Pal.
the shot clock violation. Grimes, remember, they were rumors he could be part of a Donovan
Should have just did these two teams and just added the other two teams' rosters to the benches. That would have been the smart thing to do. 16-13. Team Powell. Oh, he's on fire. Ooh, 16-16 all. Oh, my. Oh, my. Uh-oh. Team Joakim is getting a little momentum. Oh, he's feeling it. Oh. Oh, stolen. Oh. Quentin Grimes.
Don't give him the three. He still gets to it, bottom of the net. Teammates do an amazing job looking for him.
We are tied at 16, which means we'll go 8 to 9. That could be 3.
Quentin Grimes, you son of a bitch.
For the first time in 30 years, Coors Light has an ad. Actually, this is a Miller Lite.
Let's see if I can find like a high school or college photo of him. Okay, baby.
Oh, that's the Rockies. Coors commercial. No commercial.
Actually, it's a Blue Moon commercial.
It's gonna be okay.
You're saying okay too much.
Someone camping has arrived.
I'm not been camping.
Ant-Man. I know people that are at the theater right now watching it.
Need to be at your best? You need an expert that goes beyond.
Let me see if I can get a good Knicks one.
72-hour protection, just care for your skin so you can forget your underarms and focus on being unforgettable. New Dove Men, unforgettable underarms, unforgettable you.
That's great news. I can't wait to get started.
Yes.
Candace is back. All right, no worries. Well, I'll be chilling. I'm still chilling here for a little bit. We'll go for 3 to 4 hours. Just hang out, and then once this is done, then I'll look to see what I have on the DVR, which I assume I have quite a bit. Or we'll see what else is going on. Or I can watch wrestling or something. I got Rampage on the DVR. At that point, SmackDown will be coming on pretty soon. So maybe I'll watch SmackDown. Got Simpsons, King of the Hill, AEW Rampage, Law & Order, SVU, Law & Order Organized Crime, The Goldbergs. Okay, so I got plenty. Yeah, boys got plenty. I am hungry, though. Your boy is hungry. Not for Burger King, though.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you this Valentine's Day by the Mint Master Chocolatier.
How has SmackDown been? Has SmackDown been pretty good? I should probably think about trying to order something, maybe. I gotta think. It's like more pre-rolls or actually eat food. Because if you do the pre-roll, you're going to get hungry. All right, first team to 9. Team Powell as the better team, but the Team Joakim is actually they're kind of hotter right now at the moment. The momentum is on their side, so. Oh, he made the layup. There we go. 18-16, Team Joakim. If Team Joakim wins, it'll be an upset. I mean, Powell's got the better players, but the players on Team Joakim are just on fire right now. It's like NBA Jam. They're just finding the rhythm. Grimes. Ooh. Alvarado. 18-18. Ooh, okay. All right, here we go. 1st to 7 wins. So give the motherfucking ball to Giddy. Grimes. Nope, no good. Oh, it's getting physical now. Now they're really trying to score. Ooh, Team Pow with the jumper. Barnes with the hook. Baseline. Find a good shot. No threes. Baseline, no good. Uh-oh, Team Pow. If they hit a triple here, this one might be over. Oh. Yeah, Alvarado said, I'm going to lock you up, son. How's decent? That means it was bad. What's the real answer? It was like a 5? God, why is wrestling being going back to being shitty? I got to have good shows throughout the week. It can't just be Rampage, or it just can't be just Dynamite and Raw, and then SmackDown and Rampage are just booty. Is that what it is? I imagine Rampage might have. I mean, it just depends on who's there. If I can get, Kenny or, Young Bucks, or, if it's on Rampage, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch regardless, but the Rampage format's kind of crappy. It's like they don't have good enough matches, and it's not long enough, the show. It's like doing like 2 or 3 matches. That's it? I was like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it like that. 21-18. Free throw is good. Yep. 22-18. Oh, rejected in a foul call. This part of the game is where you're actually seeing them try, and that's the best part. When the game is on the line and you can't fuck up, and
you cut differently when you know a guy is going to get you the rock. You cut differently, and you can tell the guys around him. Obviously, Williams knows this game very well. You know you're going to cut.
Jalen Williams got the fro. Wonder how long it took him to grow that. Nice free throw. There we go, baby. 22-19. So Team Joakim just needs to play defense, and if they can play good defense here, they might be able to come back. But 1-3 by Powell, and it's over. Hit the free throw. It's good. There we go. 22-20. First team to 25. Alvarado at the top of the key. Alvarado for 3. Oh, he made it. And it's over. He made it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just like your boy predicted. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Nice job. Kaka. He's the MVP for sure. He said, I said shit and all kinds of stuff on TV 3 times. Boom, MVP. Nice.
Take a listen. Alvarado is pressing. Take a listen. Hey, what's one bet? I'll take that shot, nigga. If I get the ball, if they give me the ball, if he give me the ball, if they give me the ball, I'm taking it. I'm gonna make it. Alvarado with 13 in game 1.
Nice.
5 in game 2, including the game.
Heck yeah.
Alvarado comes out here and gives Team Powell the Rising Stars champion.
Nice job, Team Powell.
We are going to have the MVP award ceremony, the final ceremony.
All right, time to.
Candace is filling out the MVP ballot as we speak. Who is going to take home the hardware? Team Powell, you are watching the 2023.
We just left. We left. We're no longer there. All right, what do we want to do for photos now? I mean, the event is over, and we'll go for 3 to 4 hours. We'll just kind of play it by ear. I don't want to leave Paisley alone too long. We'll see where we're at. But like I said, I'm going to go to the minimum of the 3 hour 30-minute mark, and then if we have more people show up, I'll go 4. But you guys can run the stream from here on out. What you want to do. So whatever photos that you guys want or anything that you guys want to bring up, it's open game. And I don't think there's anything else I can watch that's on live TV. I'm going to look right now to see what else I got. Ooh, Talladega Nights is on. Ooh, Talladega Nights. Put it on there for now, and then let's see what else I got.
Hear about it because I went under the name of Mike Concho. I just want you to know that. You could hear me. You got it to your brain somehow. That I spread my butt cheeks as Mike Concho.
We all have a purpose in life.
All right, scrolling down. What do they got? What do they got on NFL Network? Football Life, Darrell Revis, and then 2015 Denver Broncos.
Or giving back to the places that
Okay.
inspire you. No matter
Maybe I'll watch a little bit of this Revis for a little bit. Simpsons, King of the Hill, Rampage. Actually, maybe I should go to Rampage. I mean, I got to get these things out of the way. All right, I'm watching Rampage. All right, Rampage. AEW, Rampage. Travis Kelce and the Junkyard Dog. What about him? Oh, that's what you want to see? Junkyard Dog. All right, here we go. Friday night, you know what that means. AEW Rampage Slam Dunk. Trio championships. Fuck yeah. Of course I'm watching. I mean, like, that's the way that, like, Rampage is, like, watchable. If you have, like, you know, Bryan Danielson on there or Moxley or, you know, you're going to have quality pieces. Top Flight and AR Fox. Said Infernos. I know Dante's Inferno and Disco Inferno. What's Dude, nothing's better than the Elite. Kenny Omega, Nick Jackson, Mac Jackson. You either know, or you don't. I mean, that's a big part of I just wish Kenny was able to get more love and more pub. It's like a lot of it's coming within the last couple years, but a guy's been great forever. You know, everyone has a different journey, but I mean, if AEW existed earlier, and I know they could say WWE is interested, but I don't know if they would really give him. I mean, it's like for someone like a Kenny Omega, it's like the guy needs to be like world champ. You know what I mean? Or IC. It can't be just like another guy you bury on the roster. The guy is special. Facts. Let's go, baby. All right. I like Dante Martin a lot. He's got a lot of athleticism. Anytime you watch AEW and you see Dante Martin, the guy could be, you know, he's like a Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, you know, very athletic, can do stuff off the ropes, very unique. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Trade for the Blues.
I recently witnessed Nick Jackson drain 10 straight three-pointers. The tip-off, Nick Jackson taking advantage. He hadn't dropped on Dante Martin, and Dante rolls through. Tip-off, no pun intended on that one. Set back, drop kick by Dante. There's another tip-off right there. Pretty solid pass. That's still come tonight on Rampage Slam Dunk.
Dude, what is up with the basketballs that they're using? They're promoting the they're promoting the All-Star Weekend, but they're like using basketballs in the ring. Why? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I love the high flying.
Look at this, the elite call for a timeout, trying to collect themselves. The champions reeling a bit here. See, Brandon Cutler, Michael knocked us out on the floor in the corner. The elite. Michael knocked us out, coaches, the kickers.
Is that the best player on the team? There's got to be reasoning. Usually it's money. Oh, yeah. One of the most iconic photos of all time, baby. Why? What does it say? Why they traded him? Does it say any of the information besides what you sent? All right, come on now. I got to get this Rampage out of the way. I hate when they do the split screen too. I mean, at least I can just still see the action, but I can't fully pay attention when the screen is small like that. Like I need to see full size 40 to 50 inch HD 4K TV, boom, 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 right there. Not some small ass little screen. This trio's one so far has got a lot of athletic bodies.
They're great athletes with great cohesiveness as a team as well. Fox brings Nick Jackson down the highway, rolls through, lands the cutter. Fox doing a great job of maintaining control. Impressive athlete, he fits right in with top flight. Sure. Big Stephens about where the poker hand, or just put a tag. And Dante Martin coming in, elbow strikes to Omega. Omega out swinging on this. Dante, atomic drop, and Omega sent to the floor. Dante, Dante Martin climbing to the top, big crossbody, hitting in trouble, 2-0. Dante not giving Kenny Omega any time to recuperate so quick. That's pretty smart, man. I agree.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens. When guys are, they're not planning on signing him long term, so they might as well try to get something for him now rather than getting nothing and him going somewhere else. So sometimes that's why they trade a player a year early. It's like they want to keep him, but if they know there's no future, then you'd have to try to at least get some kind of compensation than waiting and then getting nothing. It's tough. It's a part of sports, and all our teams go through it. Or it could have been something totally different than what I just said. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in that building, so I have no idea. But hopefully you get a big player for that. So what's the schedule of all the stuff for tomorrow for like XFL? Elimination Chamber is on, I would assume is on at 5. And I would assume that the NBA All-Star Saturday stuff is at 5, right? PM Pacific time. What about the XFL? So probably Elimination Chamber tomorrow. And then if XFL's on early enough, if I'm good, maybe I can do XFL in the early afternoon, and then we can do WWE Elimination Chamber and keep up on the NBA All-Star festivities also, but just not do that as a stream. Oh, here we go. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, baby. Senton. 1, 2. Matches are always entertaining. That's what I need. I need that ECW flavor. I need double team moves, triple team moves. I need to see less like athleticism. And you just don't see a lot of athleticism in wrestling anymore. You see it with Nick and Matt Jackson. You see it with Kenny Omega. You see it with Bryan Danielson. And then you get other guys that aren't maybe as athletic, but you see like Moxley be Moxley and that beat 'em up style. I like that style too. Oh. Ooh. Big super kick. And I like being able to see the chemistry. Oh, little diamond cutter. Oh. First game tomorrow for XFL is 12 my time. Who's playing? Is it worth doing? I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess I don't know what kind of crowd we would get. I don't know if we'd get people to show up. I don't know. I mean, I imagine some people will be looking to see if anyone's doing it. And then I'm not really sure what we would get for views or possible donos, but I mean, maybe it'd just be good for the channel. I mean, I guess it just depends on how you're feeling and if I'm doing it solo or if we're going to have people show up or whatever. But I mean, as long as I don't stay up too late and whatnot, and, yeah, that might be possible. All right, I just pulled it up. So it's the Vegas Vipers and the Arlington Renegades at noon. And then later on at 5:30, Orlando Guardians and the Houston Roughnecks. But that'll be the same time as NBA All-Star Saturday. I mean, they're going to be all going to be competing for ratings. So Brody King and Malachi Black with the little headdresses. Trying to do all the whole Bray Wyatt thing all over again. Yeah, like I said, I'd rather have you be good for Sunday. If you feel good tomorrow, that would be cool. But if you feel like you just want to rest, because I'm going to be doing the All-Star game and Daytona 500, and I'd love to be able to have you hang out. But it all depends on how you're feeling. So you do you. We always work as a team together, and obviously just making sure that you're okay. I mean, at least you don't have to talk. So if you're feeling sick, it's like typing on the keyboard occasionally, helping with the donos and giving people RKOs and big boots when needed. And it's always better when you're here. But again, when you're sick, I'll try to hold it down. And then hopefully we get at least one other person to help me out. So. Wow, really? Said it appears CEH's time might be done. He wasn't at the parade and he was doing a fashion show. Said it was a scheduling issue and couldn't make the parade. Melvin Gordon was at the parade. He just got like the free ring. And then I know that they activated him. Did he think he was going to play? And then he didn't get to play. And then he probably was pissed. Like they put him on the roster and maybe, I don't know if he was even in shape to play. But yeah, I just felt that, that was a pick of the enemy that they thought they could maximize his potential, with what his scheme was, but it just with the fumbling and, just a lot of the setbacks and the injuries, they picked the wrong player. There could have been another player at running back that might have been more of an actual 3-down back, but yeah, but I'm thinking, that's pretty much what it is that, because, that's the only reason that he wouldn't be there, because they activated him for the roster and he was injured. And we had to watch for like him and McCole Hardman. Then he got activated off the PUP list or the injured list. So maybe he thought, okay, I'm healthy enough. Maybe they activated me. I'm going to play. And then he never even got to go in for one snap, I don't believe. And then maybe now he's bitter. It's like, yeah, you're a Super Bowl champion, but you didn't really get to do anything. Like you didn't really get to be, but you don't want to give up on everything. But I guess some people can probably be angry about that. And, if you were the guy, you were the number one, and then they went to McKinnon and Pacheco, and then you were just like nothing. Like they just like, but again, if you didn't fumble and you didn't get injured, then maybe you still would be the number one guy, or maybe you would have slid to 2, and maybe they would have did Pacheco first and then try that out or something. But wow, that's crazy. Wow, I'll throw up a photo of him. Maybe the last one we'll ever see of him, huh? Yeah, because obviously, the fumbling can be corrected as long as your mental health is good and you don't lose confidence in yourself. But then if you start losing confidence in yourself and then you start fumbling and then you start second guessing yourself, then you're not hitting the holes right. You're not seeing the alleys that are presented in front of you where you have to act quickly. And it seemed like he would dance a little bit too much around instead of just going downhill. And we've seen him play some fantastic games where he could get 100, 150 yards, 2-3 touchdowns. So it's not like he sucks, but that's crazy. He wasn't even there for the parade. Wow. Maybe he didn't feel love from the coaches and the other players. Like no one checked in on him. And maybe he felt like everyone just forgot about him. There are probably multiple reasons. Clyde wants to join the NWO. New world order. Clyde World Order. Clyde Edwards-Helaire World Order. But now if you don't have the enemy, if he's gone, if he does the DC job, maybe they don't run Pacheco and McKinnon the same type of offense because that was more Bieniemy and Reed. So maybe they do something different. You know what I mean? If they bring in Nagy or you're still going to be a run-heavy team. That's no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But it might not be the same style as they were running with 2 undersized backs, instead of a guy that was a little bit more of a traditional 3-down back, but just had fumbling problems and got hurt and lost confidence, went down the depth chart, and then went to a fashion show, apparently. Interesting. What could have been, man? What could have been? But it was already kind of a questionable pick. I mean, we saw how good everyone was: Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. But just Clyde Edwards-Helaire was not a top, 5 player at his position like those other guys were. So, but they saw enough in him based on what he did on that amazing team. But hell, you got Burrow to worry about, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, 2 of the top 3, 4 receivers in the league. Probably at running back, there's going to be a lot of things open for you, even if the team's got a good defense. They're worried about all the other guys. So. Wish it would have worked out a little bit better for him, but I mean, it's not like it prevented the Chiefs from winning the Super Bowl. Damn, Mofo was at a fashion show. Mofo was he was wearing stuff like this, watching people with the spikes and the face paint. He's like, nah, I ain't going to the Super Bowl. But I imagine people, that's probably where he probably felt disrespected and left behind. Like no one cared about him anymore. No one checked in on him, You gonna go see Pacheco tomorrow? Hell yeah! What are you gonna get signed? You got a jersey, or do you got like something unique that you're gonna get signed? Like a shoe or something?
You let Chuck treat me like a clown, and then you replaced me with a literal clown. You let Trent bully me, but now I am the bully. And I've worked so hard. I put myself through so much pain, blood, sweat, and tears for this champ.
All right, we got Daniel Garcia against who? Oh, we got Ricky Starks. I like Ricky Starks. He's entertaining. Ricky Starks reminds me of a WCW or ECW wrestler. Yeah, let's do some Pacheco photos. That's cool, man. Well, obviously he's young and likes to have fun, and he's a dancer, likes to, show his personality off. Yeah, like I said, he's a good player, and they picked a lot of guys that worked with that personnel. And a lot of the guys are starting to find their rhythm and find themselves, and they'll get better in these next couple years as long as you got Andy Reid and Kelsey and Mahomes there. How about one from the Super Bowl? Oh, yeah. Maybe they'll just say like, photo or something like that. There's always going to be. Are they doing it like at a baseball card shop, like a sports card shop type of thing, or where is the venue at? Sporting goods store. Oh, nice. Kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods or something of that nature. Nice. Heck yeah. Is he the only one signing? Or do they have other people that are going to be there too, or is it just him? He's like, oh, yeah, I need some money. I'm going to take care of the fans, baby. Four players. No way. Who are the other 3? Damn, you guys are so lucky that live in like a place that actually has a team. And you know what I mean? Like Oregon, we don't got nothing. And I'm not a Seahawks fan, so it's like I'm Mariners, Blazers, Ducks, and then football Tampa. But it's like, yeah, gosh, I would have so much fun. Like if I was able to like meet Levante David or Devin White or Tristan Wirfs or Jensen, I'd be like, oh my God, that'd be so awesome. Shit, I'd meet anybody, honestly. What's up, man? So we're gonna we'll go to the 3-hour mark, and then we'll see where we're at, and we'll either end the stream there or possibly go for another 30 or an hour after that. We'll just kind of gauge it, see how everyone's feeling, and see what Paisley's doing. And I don't mind hanging out, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll see where we are, dono-wise, if we get a few more people coming in, possibly. We don't know. But I'm cool right now. Like I said, I already did my hour walk, and and I'll just be hanging out with Paisley after, and we're just chilling. And then tomorrow and the next day are going to be long, so that's why I might cut it off at the 3-hour mark. Even though I'll go 3 hours and 30 minutes to 5 hours, just because I know we're going to be doing like 8 to 10 hours Saturday, 8 to 10 hours Sunday. So I want to make sure I can get as much time with Paisley so she doesn't feel neglected, just in case like I'm the only one here. I can keep the door open and stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes when she's tired, she doesn't mind, but she likes to have that body connection to feel like my leg or know that I'm there. It's my pup. Sky Moore, Willie Gay, and McKinnon. Ooh, that's a nice kind of fearsome foursome there. That's dope. Okay. So Pacheco is the only one that you want to get out of the 4? I mean, that would probably be the number one option, I would assume.
Sundays at midnight on Adult Swim. Next day on HBO Max.
I think I'm ready for this. Heck yeah. With E-Trade, you're ready for anything.
I need to figure out food, too. I need to figure out food. What do I want to eat? I mean, I could be like a broke boy and eat ramen, which I might end up doing. But we'll see. It just sucks. It's like if you want to order food and you don't want something small, it's like you're already looking at like $20 or $25, including like the delivery and all that stuff. If Yeah, because we just have one vehicle here between the two of us, so. All right, how much time do we got left here? We got 28 minutes left for Rampage. Okay. McKinnon. Yeah, I mean, they're all good players. Yeah, but I guess it just depends if you draft guys or if guys come over. I don't know if every fan base is like that. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of hardcore fans, they appreciate the guys that they draft a little bit more than the guys that are free agents that come in. I mean, if they come in and they help you win or they're there for a while, but I just feel like when you draft a guy, it's a little different. Ooh, Nick will be there too. Awesome. Well, I'm a defensive guy, so that's where I would go. But at least you get like a nice quality group of the 5 of them. That's awesome. I wonder if Holly's going. Is Holly going? Did they anticipate a shitload of people? Probably. $55. Let's get to $100. So what do we think? I mean, Sarah, do you think the XFL doing that first game? I mean, obviously the second game you would think would be better because more people will be available at 5:30. Oh, no, it's 8:30 Eastern, so it would be 5:30. But again, when you're going against Elimination Chamber and NBA, I hardly think that a lot of people are going to be watching that. I mean, they might be watching it like on the side, but I don't know if that's going to be like the primary thing they're watching. I would assume Elimination Chamber and NBA All-Star festivities are way more intriguing. You'll be like, I'll just watch it next week, and then I'll figure it out. And then they got games on – they play on Sundays. Well, if I'm doing fucking NASCAR, that sucks because I got to choose NASCAR or do one of those. It's like do a full day of XFL or do NASCAR. I'm going to do NASCAR. Damn, that sucks. Oh, it looks like there's like a Thursday game coming up on week 2 of the Battlehawks and the Dragons. Okay, Saturday game. Okay, so at least they're not all on Sunday. Some are on Saturday and they're sprinkled in, but there is some on Sunday, but some Saturday, some Thursday. Okay, good. So at least it won't be a complete like fuck. Like I can't do it. They are sprinkling it on different days. So good. So there'll be times where there's nothing on, and I'm like, fuck it, NBA game or XFL, and we'll just do XFL on some of them, and we'll go from there. So. Oh, 2 hours? Oh, seriously. And especially if it's just like really quickly, you can't even really talk to them. They're scribbling. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. For me, when I meet someone, I want to be able to, have a little bit of time and, make sure the autograph is nice, but you know how it goes. And then sometimes people will sign, instead of like Isaiah Pacheco, maybe he just does like PACH in the number. Sometimes guys will have that. What you have to stick with when you sign with like cards, depending on if there's the same thing with the show, you have to keep the signature the same throughout everything. But it might be different if it's like a private event at a sporting goods store. They could probably sign whatever the way they wanted. First name, last name, nickname, personal inscribed to, or whatever, Super Bowl champ, for more money or whatever. So, Caw-caw! Is that the Battlehawks cry? Did I do that right? Jade Cargill. I mean, she got the look and, she got the hardware, but Mike's skills could be a lot better. She needs to get back. She needs to, like, I don't know if she ever will be, you know what I mean? She's kind of hood, but it's like, Bianca Belair has gotten a little bit better on the mic as the years have gone on. She works at it, maybe she could get a little bit bigger, but it's like you need to have a good feud with a Jade Cargill with like a Charlotte Flair to get her some notoriety. Or if like Sasha Banks came to AEW and we could have, it's like you need to be able to have good matchups, not Jade Cargill versus, random people every week. He said, caw-caw, rawr. Is that how it goes? I'm not sure about the roar at the end, but maybe the caw-caw, maybe. Maybe. All right, am I fast forwarding this? I might be. 23 minutes left in the show. I don't really care about Jade Cargill matches because like as soon as I see one, I've seen them all. Like, she gets in the ring, she poses, talks a little shit, kicks the person like in the stomach, does a power move or two. The other person will counter. She'll do like one or two more moves. Then finisher comes. 1, 2, 3, it's over. She poses and repeat that every week. I don't know. Not that exciting. At least AEW's got Dr. Britt Baker, but the problem is we need like 5 Dr. Britt Bakers in AEW to compete with WWE. Swerve Strickland versus Goldust. The Natural, Dustin Rhodes. All right, so I think this is the last match here. So what do you think, Sarah? Do you want to try to do that first game? I mean, I don't know. You're not feeling well. It's like, do we really, it's like, I mean, I think there will be people, there will be a few people that will be streaming it. And I know some people will watch it. Some people will totally forget that it's even on because they're not really promoting it. Like Vipers, Renegades, like on every channel where everyone's, they're not paying the big money to get people to remember it. So it's like already Friday night, people are going to be fucking smashed, hungover, trash, no sleep, and then they're going to have to wake up at noon. I don't know. I mean, but there will be hardcore people that'll be like, fuck it, let me see what this is about, Guardians, Roughnecks. I'm still going to end up watching that late one. We'll just watch that, NBA All-Star Weekend, and then Elimination Chamber. All right, so we got a few more minutes. Yeah, no, I mean, if I end up doing it, you sleep, just do you. If I wake up and I'm just bored and shit, even if I barely get anything on the dono side, like I'm a grinder, and of course I don't want to, go for hours on end for, barely anybody showing up, but you just never know. You never know who might be interested or who might show up. So. If I end up doing that, you don't have to worry about coming in. But if you get bored and you want to, but then, yeah. And then Elimination Chamber is on it at 5. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll message you tomorrow. And yeah, but if you want to just rest and then, if you're ready for Elimination Chamber at that time, that's cool. And we'll just go from there. But you never know. Maybe I do XFL and I can gain a couple subs, maybe there'll be some, some surprise types things that happen. So you don't really know with YouTube, it's like, you never know what's going to happen on a given basis, which kind of makes it a little exciting, but it also would be nice when you get to a point where you're more established, where, you're going to have people, you're going to be able to, have a great time. There will be a chance for good donos, based on the people that you have. And we'll figure it out. But again, if I get enough sleep and everything is good, yeah, maybe I do that. Vegas Vipers, Arlington Renegades tomorrow. So I'm just deleting some of these photos here.
The stars are ready to shine for NBA All-Stars 2023 in Utah. The past 3 weeks of basketball is back. Join Rising Stars with the festivities going.
All right, we got a couple minutes left, and then we'll just end the stream. I think that'll be good. Of course, I can definitely go for another hour or two. But again, anytime I know we're going to have a jam-packed weekend of one day of 8 to 10 hours or possibly 2, you got to make sure you balance things out with everything. So how many more people would actually show up if I did an hour? I mean, of course, it is possible where we could double in donos and double in the room and whatnot. I get that, but I got to look out for my mental health and spend time with Paisley and give Sarah some time to relax, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, Elimination Chamber, it sounds like we'll do that tomorrow. We'll keep XFL and NBA All-Star Saturday in our hindsight. We'll have that in the background, but the primary will be Elimination Chamber, and then Sunday we'll do Daytona 500 in the morning. As soon as it ends, NBA All-Star Game, and I'm doing that like 100% as long as something doesn't crazy happen to me. But I feel like I'm not going to have any kind of like, anxiety, panic attack, depression type thing. Like I feel like good, and I got plenty of pre-rolls. If you ever get like depressed, of course, not everyone can do this, but I'm not a big drinker. But I'll tell you, if you ever feel like you're getting a little off, man, pre-roll changes everything. You feel stressed out. You feel like things are going shitty. One pre-roll, you're good to go, and then you're good for a couple hours and you just relax. So, oh yeah, I know you'll be watching. And I think I think the hype of the initial XFL, it will gain views with The Rock and everything. I think like people will watch. It just depends on if they can keep up the consistency and the hype. You are going to be competing, with other things that are going to be going on. And you just have to make sure that that, the quarterbacking isn't like terrible, and we have some big plays, and there are some names from the NFL circles that are in there. So it's not a bunch of just college rejects or NFL guys that just suck ass. Like, there's going to be a mixture of younger guys that got cut, guys that are proving themselves, guys that were in the NFL that are no longer there, and former coaches, former players that they've put in the head coaching position. So I'm on board. I don't know if everyone else is on board, but I am on board, and I love The Rock. I hope it works out, and hopefully they can just make it past one season, and then they can just go from there, because the last two have failed after one season, and I think it will go past one season. But and us being able to help on YouTube and maybe help gain them some more viewership with people to go to a room to watch together instead of everyone watching separately in their own house. So we'll kind of go from there. But I appreciate you guys tremendously. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. Thank you for all the people that donated, shared the channel, obviously hung out with your boy. I appreciate you. Let me go back to the original look. So we'll go here. Boom. We're back in the studio just like that. You guys are the best. I love you. Cyberpunk, appreciate you. We got the Lakers fan donating as well. And like I said, we'll get more people hopefully over the weekend, and we can have a good day over the weekend. I think there'll be a good shot to hit the goal on both days. You guys are the best. I love you, and I appreciate you tremendously. And I will be back tomorrow. So it'll either be at 12 o'clock for Vipers and Renegades, and Elimination Chamber, and XFL, and NBA All-Star Saturday. We'll see, or we'll just do everything at 5 o'clock. But I'll do a message on the Instagram and the Twitter, and as well as the YouTube, and you guys will know. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out, gang.